All right, I think we're good. I think we're live. I think we're ready to go. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of DrDelay Calling Games. I, of course, am DrDelay. And today we've got a Mountain West matchup as the Air Force Falcons take on the UNLV Rebels. Of course, the Air Force Falcons are 0-3 in conference play. They're looking for their first win in conference play to at least just, hey, give them a fighting chance. Not saying it would happen, but, you know, they lose today, it's pretty much over for their conference championship hopes. Again, they're 1-4 on the year. Not much really happening for Air Force. They take on a team that has looked pretty good. We covered them last week against the Wyoming Cowboys. They look pretty convincing in a 31-17 win over Wyoming. Again, they're 5-0 with a 1-0 Mountain West record. So, again, they're looking to keep themselves in it for the Mountain West Championship. As you can see there, UNLV tied up top of the conference there with a 1-0 record. Of course, again, most teams just now really starting off conference play. Of course, Air Force and Fresno State, they've already played 3, but, you know, get what I'm saying again. We're just really now just starting off conference play in the Mountain West and really everywhere. Looking at the Air Force schedule, again, they have struggled. Again, they defeated Bucknell, you know, that's an FCS school, 49-13. And then they lost to Utah State, 49-30. Then they lost to Boise State, 49-37. Hawaii 44-35, and then Navy 34-31. So they've been in it. They've been able to put up some points, and of course they've allowed a lot of points. So that seems to be a problem, that they just allow too much. They allow too many. For the home team, UNLV, again, they've had a very solid start to the year. They defeated Idaho State. That was a scare. I think most of us were like, what the heck is going on in that one? When we were all watching the scoreboard and all that stuff. 38-31. Then they defeated Sam Houston State 38-21. Then they defeated UCLA, and that was kind of like, okay, well, I know UCLA's not that great, but hey, you know, that's still a group of 6 defeating a Power 4. That is still pretty good. Defeating Miami of Ohio 41-38 in Miami of Ohio. And then, again, last week we covered UNLV versus Wyoming. 31-17, that was a very convincing win over Wyoming. It really wasn't that close, but, yeah, they look pretty good. So we'll get to see more of them today. Again, Air Force plays it close, so we'll see if they're able to keep it a close game and possibly sneak out a dub. You never know. Again, it's a lot of wacky stuff, and it's college football, folks. College football is just all over the place. Is that Monica McNutt? She's on my screen for some reason. I'm on CBS. I guess she's not ESPN anymore. That's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and check out some scores from across the nation because, again, we still have a little bit of games. You know, there's about 3 or 4 minutes until kickoff. Currently happening, Ohio State blowing out Illinois, though they have the ball at the Ohio State Force. 34-10, Ohio State leading over Illinois. Alabama up 27-24 over Missouri. David saying shh. I don't remember what I said there, but, you know, I'll still keep talking, though. Pittsburgh, they have taken the lead. They're now 34-24 up on Florida State with about 2 minutes to go, so potential upset there at Doak Campbell. SMU leading 34-10 over Stanford just about a minute to go in that one. Louisiana and James Madison. James Madison 24, Louisiana 14. Bowling Green 28, Toledo 21. Ole Miss leading 17-14 over Washington State. That one a lot of people looking at because, you know, the potential upset factor there. Northern Illinois 10, Eastern Michigan 6, Kent State 14, Massachusetts 0. I don't know if there are any final scores. We do have some final scores. Cincinnati over UCF 20-11. UCLA 38, Michigan State 13. Houston 39, Oklahoma State 17. Army over Charlotte, we covered that one earlier, 24-7. Miami of Ohio 20, Akron 7. Air Force Miami. Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, you never know. Again, Air Force kind of plays it close. Air Force not really known for their defense. Again, they have a decent offense, so we'll see what UNLV is made of. But, of course, David, you're pulling for the Rebels. I do recognize you from last week. So, again, thank you for subscribing, sir. I really do appreciate it. And, you know, again, I'm not going to guarantee UNLV every week. But, again, as you know already, I do target games that aren't going to be on national television. So that's going to favor a lot of group of 6 matches. So, again, if you're a fan of the group of 6 folks, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play And this is also my second Air Force game. We did cover Air Force earlier this year. That was against Boise State. That wasn't a too bad game there. And, of course, again, we covered UNLV last week against Wyoming, who I've also covered twice. So, again, the Mountain West is pretty much a guarantee. Almost every single Saturday I'll feature at least one Mountain West game. But, yes, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, we should be getting ready for kickoff very soon. So we'll just kind of just see what's happening here. Zarka, the leading passer for Air Force, 850 yards, 42 for 65, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks. Colin Drea, he had a decent game last week. He was okay, actually. I don't know if he was that great. 89 for 128, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1,042 yards. Leading rusher is also Zarka for Air Force. Again, that's not really too much of a shock. And then leading rusher for UNLV is Thomas. And he's averaging, about almost 7-8 yards a carry? Geez, leading receiver for Air Force is Harris. He has 446 yards. Leading receiver for UNLV is Bradley, 420 yards. As I think we're about to be getting ready for kickoff here, Troy Calhoun, the 19th year, him in charge of Air Force. We need to beat the Browns tomorrow. Oh, I know. You calling the Cubs game tonight? Yes, Cubs Brewers tonight. It's happening right here on DrDelay. That is in about 5.5 hours. So hopefully I should have some rest. Looks like Air Force will be kicking off to UNLV. UNLV in their red helmets, red jerseys, white pants. Air Force blue helmets, white jerseys, and blue pants. So that is you can kind of picture it now in your mind what you're listening to as Air Force kicks it off. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10. The 15. The 20. 25. And still on his feet at the 30. And that's where he's brought down by a flock of Falcons. So that's where UNLV will take over. And then they're showing off Anthony Calandria. Again, he was okay, in last week's win over Wyoming. I don't think he was the reason, but he has had a pretty decent year. 69% completion percentage, over 1,000 yards through the air, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks. He also has 261 yards on the ground. All right, so 1st and 10 for UNLV as they hand it off to Thomas up the middle, and he's slung down at the 36. See if I can go over here. I don't know if that'll allow me to do so. Might have to be on CBS because I might be a tad bit behind. And I am live, so I don't know. All right, 2nd and 5. Calandria drops back. He's going to take off and run, and he's going to slide for about a gain of 1 yard. So we might have to go back. Looks like we're just going to have to deal with it. Well, that might be a little bit spoiled. But hey, just pay attention to the voice. That's all I'm going to say. 3rd and 4 coming up for UNLV. Actually, make it 3rd and 3, pardon me. Marking it at just shy of the 37. They need to get to the 40 for a brand new set of downs. Calandria in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Calandria drops back, looking to his right, fires. He's got a guy, and it's dropped. The throw was just a little bit out in front of him. Just couldn't reel it in. That was Reynolds, the intended target. And that'll make it 4th down. Looks like UNLV will punt it away. The throw was just a hair too far. Just couldn't reel it in. Come on, have a little chat there with Calandria. Like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, the punter fumbles it, but then picks it up and then boots it away. Air Force wasn't really pressing the issue. It's going to bounce there at the 23, rolling to the 22, and that's where it's going to be down. So Air Force ball at their own 22. When they decide to come back, or maybe they're not going to commercial, they're just highlighting Liam Zarka. We saw him again. I saw him against Boise State. It's been a while, so I don't remember how he played, but again, they kept it reasonably close. Offhand plays pulling for Air Force. Thank you for stopping on in. Appreciate you, man. All right, 1st and 10 at the 22 is Zarka. Zarka in the pistol. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Zarka sending a man in motion. Zarka is going to keep it on the option. He's at the 25 and brought down at the 27. So that's a gain of 5 for Zarka. And there's a late flag, apparently. So we'll get to see what's going on here. Personal foul, face mask, defense. So that's going to be added to the end of the run. That's going to be an automatic first down for Air Force. Again, Air Force, I would say, the underdog. I think most of us would agree they're 6.5-point underdogs. But again, they've been able to keep it close with their games. I'm doing okay, Chris. I'm exhausted. I didn't actually sleep at all last night. Couldn't sleep. And now I feel like I'm sick. But it's okay. I'll make it. How are you doing? Hey, it's good to see you, Chris. As always, 1st and 10 at the 43. Zarka in the shotgun. Zarka, play action, steps up, fires over the middle. It is over the intended target. Incomplete. Pass intended for Fleischman, the tight end. This is interesting. They're playing in an NFL stadium, which, I kind of knew that, but it's still kind of just wild to me. Playing there in Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Las Vegas Raiders. 2nd and 10, ball at the 43. Zarka is under center. Receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Zarka keeps it on the option. He tosses it. He's at the 40. He's at the 45 and pushed out of bounds around the 48-yard line. Actually going to mark it at the 49. So 3rd and 4 coming up for Air Force. It's the voice again. It's just, I think I'm sick. So I do apologize, folks. It won't be my best performance today. But I'm gonna give it a shot. Back for another play-by-play. Thank you, John. Thank you for stopping back in. 3rd and 4 at the 49. They need to get to the other 47 for a brand new set of downs going right to left on your YouTube screen. Zarka is under center. Receiver to the right. Running back in motion. It's a toss to him. He's at the 50, and he will get the first down as he's brought down at the 45-yard line. That was Matt Long on the carry. Pretty much just a halfback toss, except he's a receiver. So brand new set of downs for the Falcons. 1st and 10. Ball at the 45. Zarka under center, sending a man in motion. Sending a man in motion again. Hands it off up the middle, and he's not going to get much. He may have gotten 3. Not too much there. I believe that was, I don't know who that actually was. I couldn't tell you. It was number 5. That was Dylan Carson. Again, I'll try to get the names more. I'll be more familiar with them a little bit later. Krabby couldn't sleep. I'm doing well. Just do what I do every few weekends. Straight till you pass. Oh, there we go. Jeez. Yeah, it is what it is, though, for the sleep. It happens. 2nd and 7. Zarka under center, sending a man in motion. Zarka's going to keep it on the option. He's at the 40. Oh, man, he took a big hit there at the end of that one as he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So now it'll be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Air Force Falcons. Air Force offense convert on 53% of their 3rd downs. That's ranked number 1. Their defense only allows 22% of those 3rd downs to be converted. That's also first. So we'll get to see right here who wins. 3rd and 4. Zarka under center. They need to get to the 35. Zarka fakes the pitch. He pitches it to the other guy, and he's not going to get there. Needed to get to the 35. He's going to be brought down. I couldn't quite see the spot, but he is going to be short. Looks like they're going to say he's going to be brought down at the 38-yard line. And looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, man, we'll see what happens here. That's actually closer to the 37. So 4th and a long 2. Zarka under center. Changing it up at the line. Sending a man in motion. Zarka fakes the handoff. Moving to his right. Heavy pressure. Heaves it down the field. It is incomplete. Oh, the guy was there. The throw, of course, again, there's a lot of pressure. He just heaved it up. Just couldn't connect, and that's a turnover on downs for Air Force. Hopefully it's an exciting game to keep you awake. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that tonight's Cubs Brewers game is like 13-10. Like that's what I'm hoping for tonight. So a turnover on downs, and it'll be UNLV ball. Falcon going with the Rebels. David again, Rebels. Falcon going against the Falcons. Interesting. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games, folks. So, yes, if you like the NFL, MLB, and, of course, college football, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. And we are a growing channel, folks. So, again, make sure to subscribe and be a part of the growth as we are approaching, I believe, 1.4 on the sub count. Again, we've had over 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks. We are a growing channel, folks. So again, if you sub, it's not like you're joining some bum that is not going anywhere. No, this is a channel on the rise. We are a channel on the rise for sure. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, earlier today, I covered Charlotte and Army. And, of course, doing Air Force UNLV. And, again, it's my second time doing UNLV and second time doing Air Force. So, like I said, when it comes to college football, I try to target games that might not receive the same amount of love from other streamers or, of course, the television networks. I try to target games that aren't on local television. So, again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. And, of course, tomorrow I'm doing 4 NFL games. First time on the channel, I'm doing 4 games. We got to keep going. We got to keep this momentum and just keep on going. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. All day, pretty much. I will probably hate myself at the end of it, but hey, it'll probably be worth it. It'll probably be worth it. So, yeah, and of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible, folks. I really do. Again, thank you for just clicking on the live stream. It really does help out a lot. It really does. Looks like we are back, and again, it's going to be UNLV ball with about 9:54 left to go here in the first quarter, taking over after the turnover on downs. Denny's here for Air Force. Got some Air Force people in the chat. Offhand plays going for Air Force as well. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 37. It's going to be a swing pass out. It's caught at the 35, and he's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. Lewis calling me Dr. Death again. Thank you. Lewis, of course, I believe you subscribed on the Rams Thursday night game. That was against the Niners, I believe. Again, thank you for your support, sir. Appreciate it. 2nd and 7, ball at the 40. Colandrea is by himself in the backfield. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Colandrea drops back, looks over the middle. It is in and out of the hands of the receiver. He was wide open. Of course, it was just 5 yards down the field, but, I mean, come on. Wide open. Let's see if the throw was a little bit off. No, that was a catchable pass. He tried to basket catch it rather than just putting his paws out there. So 3rd and 7. Colandrea takes the snap, looking, still looking, moving to his right, fires it down the field. Oh, it's caught at the 20s, at the 10. He's going to jog into the end zone, but he already knows there's a flag. He pushed off like so obvious. Yeah, that was the most obvious pass interference I've ever seen. Literally just shoves the quarter down to the ground. And he knew it, too. He didn't even sprint to the end zone. He just took it and just, oh, man, so that's going to take off the touchdown. It says 6-0, but it would be a shock if it was on the defense or a no call. That was pretty obvious. Oh, personal foul. Roughing the passer on defense. And then, of course, pass interference on the offense. So that's going to offset. It's going to replay 3rd down. Wow. I mean, as far as pass interference goes, yeah, I don't know what in the world that guy was doing. The Air Force kid just like this was 3 or 4. That was old school football, about 2000s, taking about 3 steps and still just hitting him. But yeah, no, the receiver literally shoving him to the ground and then making the catch. 3rd and 7, drops back to pass. There's already a flag, and it's actually going to be a false start. So never mind, the play is blown dead. That'll back him up 5, as we're showing Chick-fil-A commercials while we're trying to look at the field here. I could go for some Chick-fil-A, but I don't live close to one. Nearest one's about an hour away. So 3rd and 12 coming up for the Rebels. Oh, wow, that's kind of a ticky-tack there. It is what it is. They need to get to the 48, folks, for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 35. Calandria drops back. Heavy pressure, fires it into the turf. Incomplete. Oh, man, heavy pressure there. That's going to force another punt. So Air Force, again, we kind of talked about how their defense was just allowing a bunch of points. Right now, though, they are getting to the quarterback and not looking too shabby. Never been to one Chick-fil-A. Oh, hey, that's some good stuff, Lewis. That is definitely something I would try to go to. Just whenever you can, just get their number 1. You don't have to get anything fancy. It's pretty good. As there is the punt. Nice punt. And that's going to be fielded at the 13. Actually, the fair catch signal was made. So that's where Air Force will begin their drive at the 13 of their own territory. Well, an hour away. You live in a rural area? Yes, I do. I do. I live in a small town of about 2,000 people. And the towns around me, I mean, they have the population size for it. But, I guess Chick-fil-A doesn't think it's worthy. They might be opening up one about 30 minutes away, but that's still in talks. Dr. Death lives up north. I actually do not, Lewis. I used to, not anymore. As a kid, I grew up in Pennsylvania, of course, but I do not live in Pennsylvania anymore. I live in Texas. I'm a Texas guy, I guess. I'm not really a Texan. I don't really fit in, but it's okay. That's okay. But, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I live in Texas, so I'm in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure you're getting to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, I like the NFL. I like the MLB, and, of course, college football. So, again, if you like those 3 or one of those 3, definitely consider liking and subscribing because, again, there's a lot of sports on the channel. And I'm assuming you're a sports fan, so sports fans have been subscribing here. You may as well, too. It's something you should do. Again, we are a growing channel. Let's see here. Let's check out some scores. Again, we were nearing the conclusion of many games. So let's see here. Let's see. Ole Miss, they lead 24-21 over Washington State. Hopefully Washington State is able to win, but Ole Miss has the ball. I don't know if it's going to happen. Eastern Michigan up 16-10 over Northern Illinois. Kent State leading 21-3 over Massachusetts. Georgia Tech's over Virginia Tech 8-0. Notre Dame 7, NC State nothing. Iowa State and Colorado, they're tied at 0 apiece. Same thing with Georgia State, Appalachian State, Old Dominion, Marshall, Ball State, Western Michigan. Pretty much all these games just now starting. Indiana, Oregon, Oklahoma, and Texas. Northwestern, Penn State, all of them at zeros. Nebraska, Maryland, Wake Forest, Oregon State. No, Wake Forest actually has 8 points over Oregon State. And TCU and Kansas State at 0. We'll get to final scores a little bit later in the next commercial break. But again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for letting me call this game for you. All right, so Zark is going to, again, the Falcons going to get the ball at the 13, their own 13. Zarka sending a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle. He's at the 15 and fighting forward close to the 20-yard line. It's a nice little gain there. Trying to see who that was. pretty much saw an offense just like this earlier today again. Army pretty much doing the same thing. That was Owen Allen on the carry. 2nd and 4, ball at the 20. Zarka is under center. Sending a man in motion. Zarka is going to keep it. Going to cut inside. He's at the 25, diving forward, and he's going to get the first down. Gain of 5, brand new set of downs for the Falcons. Drew Aller, end zone interception. Oh, yeah. No, I told you. I don't like Drew Aller. I've never liked Drew Aller. He just wasn't good. Not good at all. He's going to play himself out of the first round. I think he probably already has. 1st and 10, ball at the 25. Zarka under center. Now he's going to change it up. He's now in the shotgun. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Zarka sending a man in motion again. Zarka's going to keep it. And he's at the 30-yard line before he's hit by a couple of Rebels. Drew was horrible. Yeah, no, he's just not good. I'm sorry, folks, if you're a Penn State fan, but Drew Aller is not the guy. Neither is James Franklin, to be honest. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Falcons. Zarka is in the shotgun. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. 2 tight ends in tight. Zarka drops back. No, he fakes it. It's a quarterback draw, but the Rebels were kind of there. He does fight forward, though, for a nice gain of 3, and it'll make it 3rd and manageable for the Falcons. You know a guy is better than him? Oh, it's tough. Drew Aller, overrated. Yeah, I would say he's just not that good. Fire Franklin. Yeah, Franklin, I think he may be gone. Especially if they don't get to the playoff, which they're going to have to be perfect pretty much from this point out. 3rd and 1. Zarka under center. Zarka hands it off up the middle, and he can't go anywhere. The Rebels were all over it. Nothing doing, and it's going to be 4th and 2 now, and I imagine Air Force will punt it away. Oh, the blocking there. They had no chance. I don't know why they thought it was top QB either. I couldn't tell you. All right, Air Force will punt it away. Setting a man in motion on the punt. Here is the punt. Oh, not a good punt, but that's going to be fielded at the 30. Sliding down at the 31 is Irvin Jr. All right, we head to another commercial break. It is 0-0 here with 5:31 left to go here in the first quarter. I think you thought he was going to win the Heisman. Oh, wow, that's bold. You lived in Austin one summer years ago. Roaches. Oh, yeah, a lot of roaches. A lot of roaches for sure. Texas has a bunch of them down south. Here in southeast Texas, I know this was back, I think, in the early 2010s with the wood roaches. No, the German roaches that came with the hurricane. Because, the hurricane went over, and we believe this, that we believe that the hurricane ripped up a bunch of roaches and brought them to southeast Texas. Kind of had a little bit of a problem for about a month or so. That was kind of a thing. Let's see here. If they fire him, they would owe him 50. Oh, well, I don't know if they can fire him then. Geez, David pulling for the Rebels. Yeah, the Rebels will have the ball back. You want Joe Paterno? I don't know if he's coming back. I don't think he is, actually. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, or MLB, this is what I do. So, yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. So I'm just trying to adjust this mic here. Trying to get it to where I can move around and... Well, I can believe that. Yeah, no, it was a problem for like a month. Yeah, we all were like, yeah, I feel like as it went over like Haiti, then the Dominican Republic, and then the hurricane then came here. All of a sudden, wood roaches were pretty much in every house, and we're like, what the heck? Yeah, that was pretty bad. So, PSU loses again. Yeah, no, if you guys lose one more time, it's over. You guys got to win every single game going forward. UNLV, by the way, they're trying to make a case like, hey, we should be that group of 5 team, Or they can just be straight up ranked in the top 12. They don't have to worry about that. So, wouldn't that be something to have multiple group of 5 teams that are undefeated in the top 10? Wouldn't that be something? All right, UNLV will take over at their own 32, looking to get something going here. Again, they've had to punt it twice already. If you like punts, this has been the game for you. First 2 possessions, 6 plays, 4 yards for UNLV. So they're looking to get something going here. 1st and 10 at the 32. Colandrea in the shotgun. Drops back. Play action. Steps up, fires. It is caught at the 45. He's at the 40, reverses field at the 35. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15. Brought down at the 13-yard line. What a play by Colandrea, really just, again, finding the open guy. And, of course, he did all the work. That was Bradley. Bradley did all the work there. 56 yards, and just like that, UNLV is inside the red zone. You have OSU and Indiana. Oh, yep, GG's. You're all about playoff expansion? Depends. As he fakes the pitch. Now he's going to bounces outside. Oh, and he pump fakes 10-5. And he's knocked out of bounds close to the 2-yard line. Oh, man. Colandrea. Little pump fake. I mean, again, it was clear, obvious running play, but I guess they were worried about it. So, are they going to say 1st and goal? They're going to say he got the first. Wow. No, it's 2nd and goal at the... No, 2nd and 1 at the 3. They need to get to the 2 for a brand new set of downs. I mean, a 25-team playoff. I don't know about that. Colandrea takes the snap himself, and he scampers into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV Rebels. Colandrea. It's Calandria. I don't know. I like Colandrea. It is what it is. Either way, he scampered in there for a 3-yard rushing touchdown. $32. I don't know. It depends. I'd like to hear what your format would be. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 7-0 UNLV over Air Force with 4:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Calandria again finding Bradley wide open, and then from that point, Bradley taking himself for an extra 25 yards, and then moments later, Colandrea with the 3-yard rushing touchdown. All right, let's see what we got here, what you guys are saying. No flags? There were no flags, David. Texas not a good team. That is accurate. East 8 seeds, West 8 seeds, North. Okay, I got what you're saying, but I don't know. I think 32 is a little too much. Steeler fans recruiting Zay Flowers to the Steelers. I don't think it'll work. Northwestern 3 over Penn State. Oh, jeez. Oh, let's go Northwestern. I'm sorry, Steelers fan. I'm not a Penn State guy. I still don't know why I don't like Penn State. I was raised to not like Penn State, but it is what it is. All right, let's go over some of the final scores from earlier. Oh, by the way, folks, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So definitely like and subscribe if you're a sports fan. If you're not a sports fan, I guess you're not subscribing. All right, Ohio State has defeated Illinois 34-16. Pittsburgh upset victory over Florida State. Goodbye, Florida State. They are done. You won't see them ranked ever again. 34-31. James Madison 24, Louisiana 14, Bowling Green 28, Toledo 23, Alabama just sneaking by Missouri 27-24, UCLA 38, Michigan State 13, SMU 34, Stanford 10, Cincinnati 20, UCF 11, Houston 39, Oklahoma State 17, Army over Charlotte. Of course, I covered that one earlier, 24-7. Miami of Ohio 20, Akron 7. Those are your final scores currently happening. Let's see what we got here. Washington State has the ball at their own 37 with 1 second left. Looks like that's an over. That is a GG's there. Eastern Michigan 16, Northern Illinois 10, Kent State 21, Massachusetts 3, Georgia Tech 15, Virginia Tech 0, Notre Dame 7, NC State 0, Iowa State, Colorado 0-0, Indiana 3, Oregon nothing. Wow. Oklahoma 3, Texas nothing, and of course Northwestern over Penn State 3-0. After the first weekend, you would only have 60. Yeah, I got what you're saying, but I don't know. I think that's a little too much. I am in favor, though, of getting like all the, if we can, getting all like the conference champions, even group of 6. I think that would be fair. Have them kind of play each other at the beginning. You know, kind of like the FCS thing. Maybe if we lose Franklin's gone again, that'd be a huge payout. Your Sooners playing well against Texas. Yeah, we'll see. 3-0. All right, the kickoff is going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. Again, UNLV, after having 2 3-and-outs, they looked pretty decent on that drive. Again, moving quickly. And they now lead 7-0. All right, Air Force will begin their drive at their own 25 against Zarka. Going to be leading the offense here. I guess they're reviewing, pardon me, some old footage. I don't know what it was. Zarka in the shotgun. Zarka gets the snap. Going to keep it on the RPO. Going to cut forward at the 30, and that's where he's brought down. Took a big hit. Gain of 5. For Air Force. Second and 5, ball at the 30. Jeez, Zarka is in the pistol. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Zarka with 29 rushing yards on 6 carries so far. Zarka sending a man in motion. Zarka's going to keep it. And he trucks upfield. He's at the 35. He's at the 40, 45, 50. Brought down at the 48. Hey, there we go. That's a good run for Air Force. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Falcons. Zarka doing a nice job cutting inside. Taking a big hit again. And it's still stumbling forward for some more yards. 1st and 10 coming up for the Falcons. 5 touchdowns? I don't know. I don't think that happens against the Browns. Would be nice. Zarka under center. Drops back to pass. Fires it down the middle. It's caught at the 25. It's at the 20. And brought down at the 12. That is Dawson with the catch. But there are multiple flags down. Let's see what happens here. There's 3 flags on the play. Said he had a rough Thursday night. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, it was not a good Thursday night for Philly fans. Eagles losing. The Flyers losing. And then, of course, the Phillies losing. And being eliminated. So Dawson, of course, with the catch. Again, there's still no announcement on the flags. Picking up 1 flag. Holding defense. That's declined. Result of the play is 1st down. So Air Force will be inside the 20. Another big play by Dawson. Oh, yeah, there's the hold again. Just the defender got beat. So 1st and 10 at the 13 for Air Force. They're driving, folks. Air Force is in the shotgun. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Zarka's going to keep it himself up the middle, and he can't really find much as he's brought down after a gain of 2. Zarka, again, it's pretty much been a one-man show. He doesn't really hand it all. I mean, I know he has the option, but he just doesn't really do it. 8 carries, 53 yards. About 40 minutes northwest of Philly. Oh, I imagine he had a lot of friends not happy. 2nd and 8. In the pistol is Zarka. Zarka moving to his right. Heavy pressure, fires. It's incomplete. Oh, and he took a late shot. What are you doing? The pass was long, incomplete, and then the defender just decides to punish the receiver. And that's going to give Air Force a brand new set of downs. After the play was over, personal foul. Again, the pass was completely was long. And then he was like, what? I can't believe it. How's that a flag? Again, the pass is incomplete. Takes 3 steps and still continues to lower his shoulder into the tight end. So that was looking like, hey, maybe they can hold him to a field goal. Now it's 1st and goal at the 5. Zarka is under center. Sending a man in motion. Zarka with the toss. And he's going to scamper into the end zone. No one was really there. Touchdown, Air Force Falcons. Cade Harris with a 5-yard run. And we're an extra point away from tying it up here in Las Vegas. Yeah, the Phillies inning was heartbreaking. 100%. Just had a bad error. Yeah, I don't know if it's just there, Steelers fan. All right, the snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good, and it's 7-7 here in Las Vegas. 1:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Air Force and UNLV. Hey, maybe it's a good one. That's what I think it could be. I think it could be really good. Eagles look like the second half 2023 Eagles. Yeah. Right now they do. Right now they do. Hold on one second, folks. Sorry about that. I had a cough. Okay. Had to unmute the mic. But yes, feel free again to like and subscribe. Again, I do apologize. I know there's a cold coming, so it is what it is. But hey, we're still going to go ahead and continue to call this game, and we're going to call tonight's game, and then we're going to call 4 games tomorrow. So again, a lot of stuff happening on this channel. So again, if you like sports, make sure to subscribe to the channel, folks, as that is going to be kicked off and fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15. Oh, man, he got hit at the 19-yard line. I thought he was going to spin free, but no, that was a huge, huge shot there. It's obvious the Steelers are number 1 team in the NFL. Yep, that's totally obvious. Lisa, thank you very much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. I really do. That is awesome. I'll make sure to add you to the list there at the end of the game. So thank you very much. So you become a member. Delay Diehards have to make that Pirates logo smaller. But again, thank you very much, Lisa. I really do appreciate it for your support. In the shotgun is Colin Drea. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. Colin Drea is going to toss it behind him. He's at the 15, the 20, and stumbles to the 24-yard line. That was McGee on the carry. Kind of like an end-around option type of thing there. As we're approaching a minute left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 23. Colin Drea pitches Received there at the 20, at the 25, 30, 35. Oh, makes a guy miss at the 40 and brought down at the 45. That was a nice run. That was Lee on the carry. Phillies have an easy schedule, 2026. Mets have a hard schedule. I don't know how do you determine that, because everyone plays everybody. I'm curious there, Seth. 1st and 10. In the shotgun is Colin Drea. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Colin Drea moving to his left. Steps up, and he's going to take off and run. Well, he already crossed the line of scrimmage. He's going to toss it down the field. That's going to be incomplete. There's no way that's not a flag. I think so there's no flag. Wow. To me, Colin Drea clearly crossed the line of scrimmage, and then he stepped back. That's not legal. Yeah, he clearly crossed the line of scrimmage. Met should have made the playoffs. They should have. They just choked. So no flag there. To me, he clearly crossed the line of scrimmage, and there's no flag. 2nd and 10, ball at the 45. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Colin Drea rolling to his left. Fires down the left side. It is caught at the 34-yard line. Of course, immediately pushed out of bounds, but he will have the first down. That was a nice throw by Colin Drea, finding the open receiver. So that's going to take it to the end of the first quarter. Folks, we got a decent game here. Pretty good. 7-7 is your score. Air Force, of course, over UNLV. UNLV with the ball. They'll be in Air Force territory at the 33. Score prediction for Steelers tomorrow, like 17-14, man. I think it's going to be a close one. I don't think, if you're thinking it's going to be a blowout, no. No, the Browns have a really good defense. Again, folks, appreciate it. I'm very sorry. I am under the weather. I'm trending towards a cold, but it is what it is. I'm still going to be, of course, here finishing this game, and I got another game tonight. And then I have 4 games on tomorrow. I might cut one of them out, but as of now, though, I'm still going to go full speed ahead. But yeah, make sure, again, if you haven't done so already, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. It's a growing channel, folks. Over 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks. Many of your fellow sports fans have already subbed to the channel, so you may as well sub as well. It is completely free to do so, by the way. You will not have to pay anything to me. It is free to subscribe, and all you're going to get is more sports content on the channel. We win, I think so, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. Longhorns are trash. They are this year, yeah. I still think, though, they beat Oklahoma today. I don't know how it's looking. That was just my bold pick of the day. I don't know if that's updated here. But, yeah, again, folks, if you do enjoy sports, if you enjoy the play-by-play aspect, and I apologize, my voice and the throat, it's not cooperating. Like I said, I am getting sick, but it's all good. We're going to go ahead and power through. But I promise next week I'll be 100% ready to go. So, but yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Of course, Oklahoma leading 3-0 over Texas. Northwestern still leading 3-0 over Penn State. Geez, Georgia Tech leading 15-0 over Virginia Tech. Notre Dame leading 7-0 over NC State. Let's see here. Again, we have final scores from earlier. I'm sure you guys already know about Ole Miss defeating Washington State 24-21. Ohio State defeating Illinois 34-16. That's pretty much it. Not much. Better than Penn State. I don't know. I like to see Texas and Penn State play. That'd be a battle of the overrated. I think they were what? Weren't they like number? Or one of them was. I think they were both 1 and 2, right? Ohio State was 3, I think, in the preseason poll. I could be wrong. But again, folks, we are in commercial break. So again, do bear with me. But yes, Air Force and UNLV are tied at 7-7. UNLV is driving. They are driving. As we continue to show commercials. And again, tonight, if you're looking for a home for the NLDS Game 5, I got you covered. I'll be covering that one as well. Brewers and the Cubs. Going to head out, Dr. Jesus King, as always. Oh, yeah, you enjoy. Thank you again for stopping on in. Yeah, appreciate it. 1st and 10 at the 33. Calandria fakes the handoff. He's going to step up, and he's going to fire behind him. It's caught at the 35. He's at the 30, and brought down at the 28. That's a gain of 5 for the Rebels. Looking at the first half first quarter stats. I can't speak. UNLV at 126 on the total yards. Air Force at 114. Penalties 3 for UNLV, none for Air Force. 2nd and 5, ball at the 28. Calandria in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Calandria hands it off up the middle. No, it's a RPO. Wow, what a good fake, but that pass is off the market. Incomplete. Bradley had a fingertip on it. Just couldn't make the catch. Little scoreboard update here. Oregon taking the lead. They now lead 7-3 over Indiana with 1:47 left to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 5. Calandria in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Jeez, Calandria drops back and it's going to hand it off up the middle, and not much there. Only a gain of a yard. It's well short. It's going to be 4th and 4 coming up for the Rebels. So 4th and 4, and again, I think they're going to go ahead and settle for 3 here. This would be about a 44, 45-yard attempt from the right hash. This is Ramon Villela from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Sneaks it in there on the left upright. UNLV 10, Air Force 7, 13:33 left to go here in the second quarter. They'll be right back. I, of course, will be right here. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the play-by-play that I have, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Of course, I try to respond to as many comments as I can. So, yeah, make sure, again, to feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. That is pretty much it, though. That is pretty much all I have. Again, if you like sports, this is the channel for you. But, yeah, I got nothing else. Yeah, I got to work on better stuff during commercials. I don't know why in the world this isn't refreshing. This is usually good for stats. There we go. And now it's gone. There we go. It's back. Just for stats in this one, Calandria 4 for 9, 87 yards. Zarka 1 for 4 for 35. Zarka on the ground, though, 8 for 53. Harris 2 for 7. Long 1 for 6. Frew is 1 for 6. Allen 2 for 5. Carson 1 for 2. Rushing for UNLV, Lee 2 for 23. Calandria 3 for 12. Thomas 1 for 6. McGee is 1 for 4. Receiving for Air Force, 1 for 35 for Dawson, and then for the Rebels, 1 for 56 for Bradley. Moore 2 for 27. Earl 1 for 4 through the air. Total yards pretty much favoring UNLV by a little bit, 132 to 114. Of course, 87 of those yards for UNLV through the air, 45 on the ground. Air Force again with their 114, 79 on the ground, 35 through the air. Checking out some scores here again. Indiana's just taking the lead. Wow, 10-7 over Oregon. Oklahoma still leading 3-0 over Texas. Penn State taking the lead now against Northwestern 7-3. Yeah, that is just a disaster there Penn State at least leading, but geez, All right, we're back. Then again, UNLV just kicked a field goal. They now lead 10-7. Air Force will get the ball back to resume this one. Last year, UNLV started 4-0. Of course, they're 5-0 here. The best ever start they've had. Well, 12-0 actually in 1974. That's when they were in D2. Here is the kickoff. Fair catch signal made. And I believe they're going to start it at the 25. Harris with the fair catch. Show what happened last drive. He had Zarka with a nice run. That was huge. Again, of course, then a big pass play. There was a holding call on the play by the defense, so that was nullified. And then, of course, just a toss to the running back, and he had really no one there. Looks like there is a flag on the play, and there is a UNLV man down. I think I hear something. I just don't know what. Again, there's a flag on the play. I don't know what in the world these guys are discussing. David, I'm assuming let's go midshipman. Pulling for the midshipman here. Navy. I don't know who are they playing today. I guess I'll have to look at that. Looks like that's a penalty and offsides on the kicking team. And, of course, the injury to number 11 of UNLV. He took a big hit. That was Eubanks with the one that took the shot there. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 30. Zarka under center. They're like in the wishbone. And now he's going to be in the pistol as he changes it up. Zarka keeps it on the RPOs at the 35 and brought down at the 40. Again, another carry and another first down for Zarka. Zarka's just been running and running and running today. 9 carries already. 63 yards. Zarka, of course, doing it all on the air. Indiana, again, responding. As they now lead 10-7. That might be a good game to watch if this one ends early. I might watch that at the end of that one. 1st and 10, Zarka in the pistol. Zarka going to keep it again. Cuts inside and dives forward to about the 45. Navy playing Temple. Yeah, Temple. I don't know if Temple's all that great this year. They usually aren't. They haven't been good in a while. 2nd and 5 coming up for Air Force. It's really been the Zarka show. It's pretty much UNLV versus Zarka. Zarka is in the pistol. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. 2 tight ends in tight. Zarka, once again, same play, keeps it up the middle. And he's going to fight forward for a gain of 4 again. And we have a guy in motion every time. He doesn't hand it to him. He always fakes it to him and then just keeps it himself. They're going to hurry up 3rd and 1. Zarka's under center, and it's the quarterback sneak, and he gets it, but there is a flag on the play that might, I think they blew it dead. It's going to be false start on Air Force. That is huge, and that's going to back them up 5, and it makes it 3rd and 6. Longhorns miss a field goal. Man, it's looking rough there for Texas. Third and 6 coming up for Air Force. As they're at the 44, they need to get to the 50 for a brand new set of downs. Zarka in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Zarka's going to keep it. And fires. It's caught at the 50s, at the 45. Hurdles over a guy and brought down at the 38-yard line. Oh, what a play. And that's a brand new set of downs for Air Force. And good stuff by, again, the lineman not pushing down the field because, again, it was a run-pass option. First down, Air Force. So nervous about the Brewers game. Yeah, me too. I mean, it's going to be a good one. Definitely going to be a good one. Definitely pulling. I don't know. I can't say that I'm pulling for either one, but I'll be honest, Chris. I'm pulling for you guys. I really am. 1st and 10. It's a pitch. Hands it at the 40, and he's going to be brought down at the 37. So that's a gain of about a half a yard, maybe. My bowling captain is happy about the Game 5 because he sold his tickets. Oh, pretty good profit, yeah. Yeah, definitely going to be a big one tonight. 2nd and 9 coming up for Air Force. Ball at the 36. Zarka drops back. Play action. Heavy pressure moving to his right. Pump fakes. Fires. And that's going to go out of bounds. Incomplete. And there is a flag. And it may be a late hit. UNLV again. Another late hit. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 94. Oh, it's the helmets. He hit him in the helmet. No. Hands to the head and kind of just pushes him down. That was just unnecessary. Just not smart. Do I like the call? No, but again, you should know the rules at this point. And Mullen's he's pretty angry. He is not happy at all. 1st and 10 at the 21 for Air Force. Sending a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Air Force. Oh, man. No one was expecting it. Everyone was looking for Zarka to keep it. Zarka makes the right read. Hands it off to Allen, who scampers 21 yards for the score. Mullen not having a good time on the sideline. Allen just right up the middle. And it's 13-10 as we penned the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Air Force leading 14-10 over UNLV with 10:17 left to go here in the second quarter. No discipline. Yep. I would agree. Yeah, it's not a good game. Or, UNLV again with a lot of penalties. Thursday Night Football, Steelers, Bengals. Yeah, I think that might be it's going to be a bummer. Of course, again, like I said, I will prioritize the Steelers over everything, so I will miss the NLCS Game 3. So, yep, that's a bummer for baseball, but it is what it is. Again, Steelers do take priority over everything. As, again, the Steelers are my favorite team. They will always be my favorite team, and I'm going to cover as much as I can when it comes to all that. Missing Game 1 tomorrow. But it's all good. Monday night, again, I'm going to be covering the NLCS Game 1. Missing Monday Night Football. Who is Monday Night Football this week, actually? Oh, 2 games. Oh, man, that's a bummer. I probably could have had a lot of success there, but it is what it is, folks. There'll be plenty of football after baseball is gone. I do enjoy covering football more. Folks, again, if you haven't done so already, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, or, of course, MLB, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. I covered a game earlier today already. I covered Charlotte and Army. And of course, I'm covering Air Force UNLV now. Later tonight, we'll be covering Game 5 of the Cubs and Brewers. And then tomorrow, again, if you're a football fan, NFL, all football tomorrow. Broncos, Jets, Browns, Steelers, Bengals, Packers, Lions, and the Chiefs. We've got some football for you tomorrow. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Just join your fellow sports fans that have already subscribed to the channel, folks. I mean, this is what I do. I call games. All right, again, Air Force taking the lead on the 21-yard run by Owen Allen. It was right up the middle. I mean, again, pretty much they fell for Zarka. Zarka had been pretty much keeping it the entire time. And then this one time he hands it off, and it was the right read as scampered for 21 yards. Looking at the Oklahoma-Texas game on the bottom of the screen, 3-0. Oklahoma is still leading over Texas. Man, again, they just like taking their time. I swear, these commercial breaks are just a killer. I would hate to actually, I don't know. I don't think I could go to a game ever again. Like a professional game with all the commercial timeouts. As there is the kickoff. Fielded in the end zone at the 5, the 10, the 15. Bounces outside at the 20 and pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And that's where UNLV will begin their drive. David pulling for the Lions. Yeah, I think a lot of people are as well. What the heck is UNLV doing? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll just go Gerger. Yeah, it's been a rough showing for the defense of UNLV. A lot of penalties, I can tell you that much. So 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Colandrea hands it off. Up the middle. Stutter step. Fighting forward. Diving forward to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 4. That was Glover on the carry. As we're approaching the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. And 14-10, Air Force leading over UNLV. Quite the upset potentially here before our very eyes. Colandrea in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Colandrea drops back. Play action. Heavy pressure. Steps up. Moving to his left. Keeping his eyes. It's caught at the 35. He's at the 40. And is drugged out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That is Reynolds on the catch. And a brand new set of downs for the Rebels. It's good stuff by Colandrea to keep it moving, and of course just keeping the play alive. That's all you can ask for. Bradley looking for a flag on the other side, but no call. 1st and 10 at the 45. Colandrea in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Colandrea hands it off up the middle. Oh, he's at the 50, at the 45, and brought down at the 41-yard line. That's a nice run. And a first down for Glover, but there is a flag. Sorry, David. Yeah, again, you got to keep it a little interesting here. Mateer's the best quarterback in college football. I don't know about all that. It's going to be a holding call. UNLV will have to back up 10 instead of moving forward 10. They have to back up and, just not happy. They're not happy there on the sideline. Just showing here the hold. Yeah, just kept holding. Just didn't want to let go of the Falcon. 1st and 20 ball at the UNLV 35. Oh, pardon me, 38-yard line. So it's not 1st and 20. Colandrea drops back, fires. It's caught at the 43, fighting forward and extending to about the 45-yard line. That's a gain of about 7. And that should make it second if I know what it says on the screen. I don't know. I have to look for myself, I guess. Yeah, 2nd and 10 here for UNLV. Ball at the 45. In the shotgun is Colandrea. Colandrea, play action. Heavy pressure. Steps up, moving to his right. Directing traffic. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 50 and scampers out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 7. That makes it 3rd and short coming up for the Rebels. Approaching the 8-minute mark here in the second quarter. So 3rd and 3. UNLV has yet to convert a 3rd down conversion. Colandrea drops back, looking over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass was behind the receiver. And that'll make it 4th down. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. Yeah, not really a good throw. 4th and 3. And they're going to go for it. On 4th and 3, they need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs, folks. In the shotgun, Colandrea drops back. Steps up, fires. It is incomplete. No flag. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The receiver just couldn't hang on. Of course, the coverage was really good all over him. The Air Force defense looking really good today. They had allowed 40-plus in, I think, 4 or 5 of their games. So far, not really. They allowed 49 to Utah State, 49 to Boise, 44 to Hawaii. Now 30. Okay, so they allowed 40 and 3. So, again, a turnover on downs. Fake. No, it's not fake. It's not fake. It is real. I am shocked myself. I wasn't really sure how this game would go. It had the potential to be a close one, but man, oh man. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like what you hear, if you like the style that I offer, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This, again, is what I do. I call games. NFL, college football, and, of course, the MLB. And when it comes to college football, again, I try to target games that might not be, on your local television. So that's pretty much what it is. I try to cover games that aren't going to be on CBS, Fox, NBC, or ABC. I try to cover games that are on other channels. All right, looking at the scores from across the nation. Kent State 21, Massachusetts 6, Indiana 10, Oregon 7, Oklahoma 3, Texas 0, Georgia Tech 18, Virginia Tech 0, Notre Dame 7, NC State 7, Iowa State down 7-0 to Colorado, Northwestern up 10-7 over Penn State, unbelievable. Nebraska 10, Maryland 7, Wake Forest 15, Oregon State 0, TCU and Kansas State 0-0. Appalachian State 7, Georgia State 0, Marshall 14, Old Dominion 7, Western Michigan 21, Ball State 0, Navy and Temple 7 there, and Arkansas over Tennessee right now 7-0. We might see some other games start soon. I don't know, but yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. They're showing some Rebel fans. They don't look too happy, and I don't really blame them. Day in the life of a cadet. 6:30 they wake up. 7 to 7:30 morning formation breakfast. 7:30 11:30 they have class. 11:30 lunch. 12:25 commanders called. 13:30 treatment. 1400 position meetings. 1500 weight room. 16:20 practice. 18:30 dinner and film. And then, well, there's more stuff, but they didn't let me finish. But yeah, again, Air Force looking pretty good. The last 2 possessions they've scored. Touchdown, 6 plays, 75 yards, 6 plays, 70 yards. 1st and 10 at the 48. It's a toss. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. Breaking tackle at the 40 and brought down at the 38. Wow. That was Cade Harris on the run, and just like that, they're in UNLV territory. So 1st and 10 coming up for Air Force as they're at the 39. Air Force in the wing. Hands it off up the middle. He ain't getting much. That was Allen on the carry. He may have gotten a yard, if that. So 2nd and 9 coming up for Air Force. Again, they're at the UNLV 38. It's been the Zarka show, really, if you're looking for a guy like, hey, what the heck? Zarka, he's been the guy for Air Force. 2nd and 9. Zarka is under center. He's going to keep it himself. Reversing field. Turns to his right. He's at the 35, and that's pretty much where he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 3. As we're approaching the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. Air Force leading 14-10 over UNLV. Undefeated UNLV. They need to get to the 29 for a brand new set of downs, folks. Zarka is in. He's under center. Looks like they're in like the wing. Sending a man in motion. Zarka moving to his left. He's going to cut inside, and he's hit hard at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3, and that'll force Air Force potentially to kick a field goal here. It's 4th and 3 coming up. UNLV kind of doing a good job there, closing down. And looks like they're going for it on 4th and 3. They're at the 32. They need to get to the 29. Zarka's in the pistol. 2 receivers to the right. 2 tight ends in tight. Oh, now they're under center. Zarka. Play action. He's moving up, and he's got some space, and he's going to get the first down. Oh, my goodness. Converting from that song. I'm not trying to. I'm just in disbelief. Air Force looks really good today. UNLV, again, just not looking like we saw last week against Wyoming. 1st and 10, ball at the 28. Zarka is under center, receiver to left. Halfbacks in the backfield. Zarka hands it off up the middle. He's got some space at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Air Force. Unbelievable. Straight up the middle. Allen was as free as can be. There was no one there. Same exact thing that happened last drive. Oh my goodness. Air Force now leads 20-10 over UNLV. They lost they lost to Alabama. I saw that. The extra point, snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Air Force leading 21-10 with 4:26 left to go. Here in the first half. No snow on the field. Yeah, that might have been the difference. UNLV loved the snow. There was no one there. You know, after the initial blocks, nothing. Wow. Well, this is quite a shock here, folks. 21-10 Air Force leading over UNLV. But, of course, UNLV will have the ball and look to try to get things going. Allen with 2 touchdowns today, 5 carries, 55 yards. Air Force will be kicking things off. As here is the kickoff. And that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. So UNLV will get an opportunity here to try to get something going. They're going to be at their own 25. Showing off the CFL. I haven't really covered that and don't really know much about it. I don't know if I ever would, to be honest. I guess you never know. 1st and 10 at the 25. Colandrea in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Colandrea, play action. Steps up, fires. It's caught at the 35, and he's hit as soon as he turned. As that is a brand new set of downs for the Rebels. Trying to see who that was. Troy Amier with the catch. 1st and 10, UNLV in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Colandrea, play action. Heavy pressure, flips it, and it's incomplete. Trying to flip it to the running back there. Just couldn't make it happen. Colandrea 7 for 15 on the day. Man, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rebels. Colandrea in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hands it off up the middle, and he's fighting forward for a gain of about 5 as he's brought down at the 40-yard line. That was Thomas on the carry. I'm pulling for Air Force. I admire those that dedicate a good part of their life to serving the nation. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think a lot of neutral parties would pull for the military academies for reasons like that. Yeah, it is admirable. So 3rd and 5, they're at the 40. They need to get to the 45, well, more like the 45 and a half for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun, trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Drops back. Colandrea checks it down in the flat. He's at the 40, makes a guy miss. And he's going to make another guy miss. He's at the 50. He's at the 45, 40, and dragged out of bounds at the 35. That is what UNLV needed. Thomas breaking 2 tackles. Had he not, it would have been 4th down. Great stuff there by Thomas to extend the drive and keep the drive moving forward. 1st down coming up for the Rebels. Hold on there, David. I'll read your comments shortly. 1st and 10 as my voice starts to deteriorate. Hands it off up the middle. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 25-yard line. I need some water. Game 0 against Idaho State was supposed to be a 30-point advantage. Yeah, no, that was... He came back and had faith. Yeah. Need some water, folks. Second and 2. Hands it off up the middle. And that is Thomas on the carry and just nothing doing there. Sound like I've been smoking. What the heck? All right. Well, I think that they marked him short. They're saying it's a 1st down on the screen, but I don't think he got there. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 when we come back. 2-minute warning. Air Force leading over UNLV 21-10. But, of course, UNLV is driving. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, yeah, if you like the NFL, college football, MLB, this is the channel for you. It's a growing channel, folks. It really is. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. That is pretty much it. Again, over 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks. We are moving up. We are trending in the right direction. So, again, appreciate you guys for just clicking on the live stream. Really does help out a lot. Check over some scores. Let's see here. Indiana, Oregon, 10-10. Kent State, 21. Massachusetts, 6. Oklahoma leading 6-0 over Texas. Texas is driving, though, at the Oklahoma 14. That is interesting there. Pardon me. Georgia Tech 18, Virginia Tech 7, Notre Dame 7, NC State 7, Colorado leading Iowa State 7-3, Penn State leading Northwestern 14-10, Nebraska 17, Maryland 14, Wake Forest 22, Oregon State 0, TCU 7, Kansas State nothing, Appalachian State 7, Georgia State 0, Marshall 24, Old Dominion 7, Western Michigan 21, Ball State 0, Temple 10, Navy 7, and Tennessee and Arkansas tied at 7 apiece. That's what's happening across the nation right now. And again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. I think that's fair. Again, you guys are here. You feel free to chat. I can at least try to comment or respond to you. So again, I do appreciate you guys for clicking on the live stream, giving me a chance to call this game for you. I do apologize. I am under the weather, and I'm also sleep deprived. So just a terrible combination today. But again, I am still going to finish out this game. And of course, I got a game later tonight, Brewers and Cubs. Hopefully that is very exciting. That's what I'm hoping for. Again, tomorrow I also have 4 games in the NFL. So we're doing that. We're doing a lot in the next few days, in the next really 36 hours. All right, it's 3rd and 1. They are at the 24. They need to get to the 23 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun is Colandrea, sending a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle, and he's got the first down and a little bit more as Thomas is brought down at the 19-yard line. That is a gain of 5 and a brand new set of downs for the Rebels. Clock will temporarily stop as, again, we're under the 2-minute warning mark. 1st and 10 at the 19. Colandrea in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Colandrea, play action, looking, moving to his left, fires. It's caught at the 18. Stiff arm and pushed out of bounds around the 15-yard line, as that is Thomas stopping the clock. So 2nd and 7 coming up for the Rebels. Colandrea has been okay. Again, he's been kind of a hit and miss today. 2nd and 7 at the 15 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Going right to left on your YouTube screen. Colandrea hands it off up the middle, and he can't find anything. I think he found a yard, but that's it. That was Thomas on the carry. 6 carries, 27 yards for Thomas so far. So it's 3rd and 6. Clock continuing to run. Air Force with all their timeouts. UNLV with 3 as well. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. They need to get to the 9 for a brand new set of downs. We'll make it the 8.5, really. Looks like there is a timeout. Air Force with their first timeout. Need a touchdown bad. Air Force gets the ball. Yep, they do. It's been a tough day for the Rebels. But again, cutting it to 1 score makes all the difference in the world. Showing the top 10 here. Again, Ohio State defeating Illinois 34-16. Oregon tied up with Indiana. That's a shock 10-10. Ole Miss barely. They survived over Washington State 24-21. Oklahoma leading over Texas 6-0. Of course, Indiana tied again with Oregon. Alabama, again, surviving over Missouri 27-24. Of course, there's some undefeated non-power conference teams. The power, or the group of 6. Memphis 6-0. UNLV here, of course, 5-0. Navy in the American also 5-0. So again, you could be watching a team that might be fighting for that top group of 5 spots, or that might be representing the group of 5 in the playoff. They just gotta keep it going. They gotta get this win. A loss here to Air Force really hurts them in the long run. UNLV has to score here before they have to cover. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. 3rd and 6, ball at the 14. They need to get to the 8.5 for a brand new set of downs. Colandrea drops back, fires to the middle. It's dropped! Oh, he was wide open. He was there. It was in his hands. He just couldn't make the catch. That was Irvin Jr. I think Vegas made the call. They heard that night mode needed the touchdown. And then Irvin just drops it. And again, there's a flag on the play. Still just taking their time here. Looks like they're discussing with Air Force. If I have to guess, well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what it will be. 2 fouls, both on the offense. Wow. Personal foul, face mask has declined. Man, so both of them declined. So that is going to... Yeah, so it's going to be 4th and 6 for UNLV. Looks like they're going to kick a field goal. I don't really blame them, to be honest. Again, they've just been looking for some points here. Trying to keep pace with Zarka and the offense of Air Force. So it's going to be a 32-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. All right, well, it's one-score game yet again. 21-13 is your score with 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Just looking at the total yards here. Well, I can't look at anything right now. Go ahead and refresh this screen here again. Oh, pardon me. Again, I'm sleep deprived. I didn't get sleep at all last night. That's brutal. UNLV and Air Force pretty much tied up with yards, 230 to 226. UNLV has 153 passing yards, 77 rushing. Air Force with 173 on the ground, 53 passing. So yeah, it's been kind of a, again, balanced. It's even on the yards, but of course they're accomplishing it, in different ways. So there is that. Colin Dre, again, only 50% completion. He's played okay. Yeah, some of the throws have been off, but he's also, again, I've seen, I guess, some drops by some receivers as well. Zarka hasn't really, of course, had to pass it much. He doesn't really pass much. It is Air Force after all. All right, we are ready to kick things back off, as that is going to be in the end zone for a touchback. So Air Force will take over at the 25. Showing Allen again. Allen with just 2 touchdowns. He hasn't really touched the ball much. It's been Zarka keeping it, but when Allen does get it, he's averaging 11 yards a carry. It's because, again, they're all flying to Zarka. Zarka under center, sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off up the middle. He's at the 30, the 35, and brought down at the 40. Oh, Air Force might call a timeout. They might be thinking, hey, let's score some more points. That was Allen on the carry. Like I said, Allen, whenever he gets the ball, he just seems to get a big chunk of plays. UNLV got the ball first, so Air Force, of course, will get the ball in the second half. Zarka drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Just a little high, intended for Harris. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Air Force. Ball at the 40. Zarka is under center. Receiver to the right. They're in the wing. Sending a man in motion. It's a toss. Cuts inside at the 40 and brought down at the 45. So it's 3rd and 5 coming up. And I don't know if they're going to push it here. I don't think they will. I don't think they are. All right. Well, that should. Yep, that's going to bring it to the end of the first half. Air Force leading 21-13 over UNLV. It's been all UNLV, really. It's just, it's been just Air Force. I understand, again, the yards are pretty even, but it's been, I don't know, Air Force has just kind of dominated. Again, UNLV just can't get out of their own way. A lot of penalties. We'll look at the penalties right here. 6 penalties, 57 yards. They've been at key moments, folks. It's been a problem. You'll be losing what's going on here. Just, again, a lot of penalties, Rhino. A lot of penalties. A lot of stuff happening. We'll see, though. Again, there's another half to be played. So, a lot of football left. A lot of football left. So here are the stats for the players. Zarka, 2 for 6, 53 yards. Colin Drea, 9 for 18, 153. Zarka, 14 for 82 on the ground. He's been pretty good. Of course, again, whenever Allen gets the ball, he's done well. 6 for 72 touchdowns. Harris, 4 for 22 and a touchdown. Frew, 2 for 11. Long, 1 for 6. Carson, 1 for 6. Rushing for UNLV, 6 for 27 for Thomas. 2 for 23. Calandria's 4 for 19 and a touchdown. Glover 1 for 4 and McGee 1 for 4. Air Force receiving, again, they don't really throw much, but Dawson does have 1 catch for 35 yards and Fleischman 1 for 18. So I'm just hitting my mic. UNLV, Bradley 1 for 56. Again, that was a nice catch and run there, doing a lot of work on that, and that set up a touchdown just a few plays later. Thomas, 2 for 30. Moore, 2 for 26. Reynolds, 2 for 26. Amiri, 1 for 10. Earl, 1 for 4. So, let's see. Like number 10. Yeah, thank you again. Thank you very much. Both teams putting up more of a fight than Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte was absolutely terrible today. Penalties will kill you. They will. This was supposed to be an easy win. Do not bust my ticket, UNLV. Oh, boy. Sean, not looking good. Not looking good there, buddy. Not looking good. Well, we'll see. Again, plenty of time left. Plenty of time left. All right, I'm going to go over some scores real quick. Then I'll take a temporary break. I'll be back. Again, feel free to get some food or do whatever you got to do. I'll be back, of course, for the conclusion of this one. I'll, of course, leave the stream up and all that, but I will just step away for about 10 minutes or so. But, yes, Kent State's leading 28-6 over Massachusetts. Indiana and Oregon tied at 10 apiece. Oklahoma leading 6-3 over Texas. Georgia Tech 21, Virginia Tech 7. NC State 7, Notre Dame 7. Colorado 7, Iowa State 3. Penn State 14, Northwestern 13. Nebraska 24, Maryland 14. Wake Forest blowing out Oregon State 22-0. Poor Oregon State. I mean, ever since the Pac-12 disbanded, they've been not good. TCU 7, Kansas State 7, Air Force 21, of course, UNLV 13. That's the game we're covering here. Appalachian State 14, Georgia State 0. Marshall 24, Old Dominion 10. Western Michigan 21, Ball State 0. Temple 10, Navy 7. Arkansas 10, Tennessee 7. Final scores from earlier: Ohio State 34, Illinois 16. Ole Miss 24, Washington State 21. Alabama 27, Missouri 24, Pittsburgh 34, Florida State 31, UCLA 38, Michigan State 13, SMU 34, Stanford 10, Cincinnati 20, UCF 11, Houston 39, Oklahoma State 17, James Madison 24, Louisiana 14, Army 24, Charlotte 7, Miami 20, Miami of Ohio, by the way, 20, Akron 7, Bowling Green 28, Toledo 23, Eastern Michigan 16, and Northern Illinois 10. It's really fine. Like I said, you guys are fine. I mean, if you're pulling for UNLV here, still plenty of time left. Still plenty of time left, folks. No, pulling for Air Force. Well, again, you should be pretty happy. But again, like I said, a lot of time. Luke, of course, pulling for Air Force. Again, appreciate you guys for letting me call this game for you. Again, I know there's some competition out there calling this game. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to today. I apologize. I'm not at 100%. I am sick. I am sleep deprived. So if you like me now, you'll definitely like me at 100%. So again, make sure to like and subscribe. I will step away for about 10 minutes. I'll be back again before, of course, this starts. I just need to step away for a few minutes. I'll be back. I will be back. Leave the stream up, of course. I'll see you soon. Of course, again, feel free to come back whenever you want to. Grab a bite to eat, grab whatever you want to do. Do whatever. It's your life. Live it to your fullest. All right, I am back. Though you can't see me right now. It is still halftime, of course. Nothing really has changed. Air Force, of course, leading 21-13. Air Force will be getting the second half kickoff. Hopefully, I came back, and it's only about 5 more minutes left. Yeah, thank you, George, for stopping on by. I do apologize again. I'm not up to 100% today, as I am just exhausted and sick. So it is what it is. Again, I'm sleep deprived. I didn't get to sleep. Didn't get to sleep last night. Just couldn't. Tossed and turned. Don't want any of that. This guy. Watching, listening from Albany. Again, thank you very much, Blazer Bobcat, for tuning on in. Appreciate you guys. But yes, we're still at halftime here. I don't really know if there's been any changes to the college football scores across the nation, but we can check on it real quick. Indiana leading Oregon at the half. That is, to me, just shocking. 13-10. That is just amazing here. That's just too loud. Oklahoma, of course, leading Texas 6-3 at the half. Again, I really do believe that Texas will win this game. Let's go ahead and see how everything's going here. Just curious to see how Arch is doing. 10 for 14, 69 yards. Yeah, just not good. But Mateer has 2 picks. So maybe they rushed him back early. I think that's what they did. They didn't need to do that. Didn't need to do that. All right, what else is happening? Georgia Tech 21, Virginia Tech 7, Notre Dame 10, NC State 7, Iowa State leading 10-7 over Colorado. They are about to go to halftime. Penn State leading 14-13 over Northwestern. Thank you for the stream. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Again, I do apologize. I'm not at 100%. I will not be at 100% probably at all today. And I don't know. Hopefully it's a success regardless. I do feel bad that I won't be able to give a good product. Nebraska 24, Maryland 17, Wake Forest 22, Oregon State nothing, Kansas State 14, TCU 7. Air Force 21, UNLV 13. Of course, that's the game we're covering here. Appalachian State 17, Georgia State 0. Marshall 24, Old Dominion 10. Western Michigan 21, Ball State 0. Temple 10, Navy 7. Arkansas, Tennessee 10-10. Oregon will get it together at the half. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I think Oregon would. I would have thought they would have been blowing out Indiana, but. You know, things happen. This is college football. Anything can happen. This would definitely be a shock, though. I can't believe that. Now, Indiana is good. Beating Oregon. Oregon, I think, is the second best team in the nation behind Ohio State. Ohio State 34, Illinois 16. That is final. Of course, all these are final scores. Ole Miss sneaking by Washington State 24-21. Alabama 27, Missouri 24. Pittsburgh upsetting Florida State 34-31. UCLA 38, Michigan State 13. SMU 34, Stanford 10. Cincinnati 20, UCF 11. Houston 39, Oklahoma State 17. James Madison 24, Louisiana 14. Miami of Ohio 20, Akron 7, Bowling Green 28, Toledo 23. I forgot. Yeah, Army and Charlotte. That was what I covered earlier. 24-7. Eastern Michigan 16, Northern Illinois 10. Penn State is a 22-point favorite today and only up 1.5. Yeah, I think they're over. They are done. They are mentally defeated. And yeah, I just don't think they're that good. Drew Aller 6 for 9, 35 yards and a pick. Yeah, that sounds about right. Against Northwestern. Hey, Northwestern ain't too bad. I think they're a little bit better than most people would expect from a Northwestern team. But, oh well. You know, I'm not exactly broken up about it myself. I'm not a Penn State guy. Quit in Franklin? Yeah. They probably have. They probably quit. Again, folks, despite how exhausted I am, despite the lack of charisma I am going to invite you to another game later today. It'll be the Cubs and the Brewers, Game 5 of the NLDS. Hopefully that's a good one. Hopefully I'll be able to. Hopefully it's exciting. I hope it's really like 14-10. I really could use a good, exciting baseball game. Haven't really seen that much in the postseason. Really, it's been a lot of low scoring on my end whenever I've covered games. So hopefully we get a good one and a high scoring one tonight. Of course, tomorrow I'll be doing 4 streams. Now, if I'm still sick tomorrow and all that stuff, then I might have to cut out one. I might cut out Bengals, Packers, or Lions, Chiefs. Unsure, but definitely will cut out one of those. But the first 2 are a guarantee. Broncos, Jets, and Browns and Steelers. So, again, make sure to coming back tomorrow if you're looking for a voice to call those games. Again, that's what I do. I call games, folks. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. I don't know why there's not a banner up there. There's a banner. There's supposed to be a banner up there. There we go. There we go. And we're still in commercial break. Jeez, just wants to make us keep going forever. Just checking over some things here. Watching 1. Surprising, I don't know. I would have thought there'd be more people interested in this matchup. Just looking at the other streams that are, my competition. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, maybe it's because it's halftime or something. Alrighty, yeah, we're still at commercial break. Air Force will be receiving the ball whenever we do decide to come out of commercial break. Would be cool if it were right now, actually. Oh, we might be. Look at that. We're back. Again, rushing stats or rushing yards for Air Force, 193 for Air Force, 77 for UNLV. Passing yards, UNLV with 153, Air Force with 53. So, obviously, a little bit of difference there on both sides of the offense. And, of course, again, I can't, emphasize this enough. Again, UNLV with what, 7 penalties, I think, in the first half, and they were just boneheaded and came at the most inopportune times for UNLV. So that is another reason why Air Force has been able to keep the drives going and, of course, take advantage of the penalties. Just showing off some of the run blocking here. Again, it seems like that Zarka is timing up these read options pretty well, when to let it go and when to keep it, because, again, whenever he hands it off to Allen, it's almost 11. It's actually over 11 yards to carry. So we are just, again, hopefully about a minute or so. There we go. They're lining up to kick things off here. Getting ready to get back into action here in this Mountain West matchup. UNLV was favored by 6.5. But we'll see. Right now they're down by 8. So they're going to need to score 15 points to cover that 6.5 spread, as there is the kickoff. Fair catch signal made in the end zone for a touchback. Nice catch by the referee. So Air Force will begin their drive at their own 25. Let's go and refresh this. Never mind. First and 10 coming up for Air Force. Ball at the 25. Zarka in the pistol, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Zarka. Oh, he fumbles the ball. He tried to give it away, and he actually has given it away. UNLV taking advantage of the miscommunication there on the read option. And UNLV will recover. They'll have the ball inside the 20-yard line. Oh, that's a huge mistake. First play Looks like Harris and Zarka weren't on the same page. Just like that, a turnover. As apparently the screen over here has froze, so we'll just go ahead and go over here now. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for UNLV. And I believe, again, they're inside the 20. They are. They're in the red zone. They're at the 16 of Air Force. Colandrea. It's a swing pass. He's looking. Oh, the receiver catches it, throws it to the end zone, and it's a touchdown. A trick play. And just like that, it is a 2-point game here in Las Vegas. Wow. And ESPN is still lost. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it's 21-19 is your score. CBS Sports doesn't know what's happening, even though it's on their own network. So it's 21-19. UNLV looking like they're going to go for 2. And there you can see it on the scoreboard. So you have to just ignore the bottom one for now until it realizes what has happened. So, yes, the quarterback, Colandrea, threw it behind the line of scrimmage to the receiver, and then, of course, he throws it to the end zone as Colandrea takes the snap, but there's a bunch of penalty markers on the play, so that may be backing him up 5. That might be interesting. I don't know if they'd go ahead and kick the field goal or the extra point. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to go ahead and kick the extra point here or not. I think they're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, yeah, he was already... Bradley there, the receiver, he jumped away early. All right, so because of the penalty, they're going to have to back him up 5, and they're going to go ahead and kick the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 21-20 is your score now. Oh, look at that. Air Force gets the ball, and then they fumble it. UNLV picks it up, takes over. First play back. Gadget play, and it's a touchdown. Well, hey, you guys, again, a lot of UNLV fans in the chat, so they are pretty happy, I'm sure. So 21-20, UNLV will once again kick things back off to Air Force. Air Force, again, they were feeling pretty comfortable if I had to guess, but you know, just a few seconds into the second half, not so much. I don't know if they thought there'd be a commercial break here or not, but, you know, there's not. And yet the players are just moseying around doing nothing. So this is great. All right, we're ready to kick things back off. UNLV will kick off. And the fair catch signal made. And again, Air Force will take over at their own 25. All right, well, hey, that was, a costly turnover. One of the rare mistakes Zarka and the offense has made. Okay, we can go back to ESPN now that they've figured out what's going on. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Again, they've looked pretty good, but all of a sudden, that first play, just, wow. So 1st and 10, Zarka is under center at the 25. Zarka hands it off up the middle. This is Allen on the carry, and again, nice little run there. Gain of 7. Allen, you know, with that 6-yard run, averaging over 10 yards a carry. So, yeah, that brought his average down. He's been very, very efficient whenever he gets the ball. 2nd and 4, ball at the 31. Zarka under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Zarka sending a man in motion. It's a toss. And this is Harris, and he's going to get the first down as he's brought down at the 35-yard line. And there is a flag. Again, another flag. If you like penalties, This was the game for you. So again, we're just kind of just chatting away here. The Zebras discussing some things. Looks like they don't know what the heck they're doing. I think they're talking to someone that's not even there based on what I'm looking at here. That's kind of sus. Personal foul. Chop block. Offense. Ooh. That is huge. So now it's going to be second and 21. See the chop block here. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of wrecked him. All right, second and 19. Ball at the 16. Zarka under center. Send a man in motion. Zarka tosses. He's at the 15. Is at the 19. That's where it's going to be brought down. Oh, what a late hit. I don't know if there's a flag. I know there's a lot of whistles being blown, but nothing doing. Now, these guys getting a little bit physical. Now, there's an injured Rebel on the field. Looks like it's Jay Lee. A lineman, number 92. He's down. Jalen Lee from Watson, Louisiana. Is a senior. So it looks like they're going to step away due to the injury. 21-20 is your score. Huge. It was huge, David. It was huge. That penalty, of course, the turnover as well. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, if you like MLB, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel because it is a growing channel. It is definitely on the rise, so definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. As, again, if you're a sports fan, you're definitely subscribing and joining your fellow sports fans that have already subscribed to the channel. Lots of subs in the last 9 weeks, over 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks. We are definitely moving on up. And of course, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Looks like Oklahoma and Texas are out of the halftime break. Oklahoma going to be kicking off to Texas. Texas down 6-3. Again, I think I'm not a Texas fan or anything. I just think Texas, for some reason, is going to win today. I just don't know why. I just think that's going to happen. Of course, Indiana kind of pulling a shocker there. They're up 13-10 over Oregon. And then Georgia Tech leading 21-14 over Virginia Tech. Georgia Tech looking pretty good. They might be the best team in the ACC. I understand there's Miami there, but I don't know. I'm just not a Miami guy. Notre Dame leading 10-7 over NC State. Iowa State leading 10-7 over Colorado. Penn State over Northwestern right now, 14-13 in the third quarter. Nebraska leading 24-17 over Maryland at the half. Wake Forest 25, Oregon State 0 at the half as well. Kansas State 14, TCU 7. Let's see, Appalachian State 17, Georgia State 0. Marshall 24, Old Dominion 10, Western Michigan 28, Ball State 0, Temple 17, Navy 7. Tennessee and Arkansas tied at 17 apiece. Looks like we're returning to action again, where Air Force leads 21-20. They do have the ball, but it's going to be third and long at their own 19. So they're showing Lee being helped off the field there. Looks like he'll be okay, at least for the moment. 3rd and 15 in the shotgun is Zarka. Zarka is going to keep it now. He's going to toss it here. He's at the 25 and hits out of bounds at the 27. That is Harris on the carry and not much happening, so that's going to bring out the punting unit. And UNLV will have an opportunity to potentially take the lead. Just kind of a wild beginning to this half. Again, Air Force getting the ball in the first play. They fumble. UNLV on the next play takes the lead as that is booted. Fielded at the 15. He's at the 13. Trying to reverse field, but that won't work as he's brought down at the 16-yard line. That was Irvin Jr. on the return. So again, they're showing here the first play of the second half. Just a miscommunication by Zarka and Harris. Block punt, no, not happening. Not happening there. And of course, UNLV scored on a trick play. So 1st and 10 for UNLV. They'll have the ball at their own 15. In the shotgun, going left to right on your YouTube screen. Colandria pulls it out, moving to his right, fires down the middle. He's caught at the 40, 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown, UNLV Rebels. 86 yards. Just a complete lapse in coverage. Just like that. UNLV has taken the lead. Wow, indeed. Unbelievable. They've run 2 plays this half, and they've scored on both. Last year, special teams was on fire. Well, they don't need it right now because they have just taken the lead. And they're going to go for 2. Looks like it's going to be trips to the right. Tight end and tight as well to the right. Calandria moving to his right, fires. It is incomplete. And there is a flag down. Again, another flag. I mean, there's just so many flags this game. See here what they're going to call. Again, there's just a lot of discussion. Again, I do apologize. I am sick and I'm sleep deprived, folks, so I do apologize. It's definitely not my best. It's definitely not my best game I've called, for sure. That's my bad. I'll be back tomorrow. No flag. No flag. They're picking up. It's going to be... They were looking at offensive pass interference. Would have mattered anyway. They didn't get it. All right, so again, UNLV leading 26-21 with 13:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Raider, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Got some Mountain West football. We got some sleep-deprived DrDelay here. I'm just exhausted and sick. Yay. So excited. So excited. You're the man now. I'm not the man. Right now, I feel so pathetic. Right now, I feel so pathetic. I'm injured. I'm sick. And I'm sleep deprived. So, yeah. No, it's not a good day. Oh, well. Again, I'll be back later tonight. Hopefully it's an exciting game so I can get the blood flowing. The Cubs and the Brewers. Game 5 of the NLDS. And, of course, tomorrow I'm doing 4 games. And, of course, if I continue to be sick, then I'll probably cut it down to 3. But I can tell you this, that I guarantee that the first 2 will be played, or at least streamed on the channel. Broncos, Jets, and the Browns and Steelers. I will 100% be doing those. If I'm still not well, then I'm cutting one of them, and I may just do... Oh, no, I might do Lions, Chiefs. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's the lineup. Again, folks, if you're a sports fan, make sure to like and subscribe. And just, you'll be subscribing and joining your fellow sports fans that have already subbed to the channel. We are a fast-growing channel, folks. In the last 9 weeks, we've had over 1,000 subs. So, again, make sure to subscribe and join. Subscribe. You don't have to join, but subscribe to the channel. It is completely free. You don't have to pay a dime. We're returning to action here again. It's 26-21 UNLV leading over Air Force. UNLV has taken the lead, 13 points in less than 2 minutes of play. They've only run 2 offensive plays. Oh, wow. Yeah, the safety completely did the wrong thing. Safety was coming in. Wow. I can't even just speak, but yeah, that is wild. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. 2 plays, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns. All right, there is the kickoff. That's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. Aim higher, take the over, yep. Showing the possessions today. They turned it over on downs, then they punted. Then they scored 3 times in a row. And then since then, Air Force hasn't done nothing, really. Had to take it in at the half, then they fumbled, which led to a touchdown. Then they punted. 1st and 10 for Air Force. Zarka's in the shotgun. Zarka, play action, moving to his right, fires. It's caught. He's at the 30 and walks out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That is Harris on the catch and run. Congrats on the 1,400. Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, I'm not at my best today, so, might not get much more than that. But I do appreciate you guys for clicking on the live stream and give me a chance. Again, I'm sick and sleep deprived, so I'm definitely not at 100%. Second and 4. Zarka is in the shotgun. Receiver to the right. Trips to the left, sending a man in motion. And he's going to keep it up the middle as Zarka. And Zarka can't find much as he's brought down after a gain of 2. And that makes it 3rd and 2 coming up for the Falcons. Looks like there's an Air Force player down. Yeah, I needed this game to kind of move along, but we've been here in the second half for a while, and not even 3 minutes have come off the clock. That's just the way it is. Dr. D's going to the injured reserve? Yes, I probably will. I am down for the count. Oh. Lyman was already down, and then the tackle was made near him. And then he took some extra contact. All right, so an injury delay here. Another delay on Dr. Delay. Again, 12-21 left to go here in the third quarter. UNLV leading 26-21. They've scored 13 unanswered. Actually, it might be 19 unanswered. I can't remember now that I think about it. Let me see. Can I check that? Is that something I can check? 7-7? No, it's 16 unanswered. Okay. Yeah, 16 unanswered. I'm sure he'll be fine. I don't think it didn't look like a serious injury. Hopefully he'll be okay. Folks, again, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is again what I do. I call games. Again, I apologize as I'm not at 100%. But if you like me at like 20%, you'll definitely love me at 100%. So again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. And again, if you like the NFL, college football, and or of course MLB, this is what I do. I call games. So hopefully that sounds good to you. And again, I appreciate you guys just clicking on the live stream. Really does help out my channel a lot. It really does. So thank you for your support. And again, a super thank you for being able to subscribe today. Again, it is a growing channel. I know it might not look like that right now because of how pathetic I sound and look, but no, it really is. It's growing. Again, just 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks. We are moving and moving up. We really are. I'm just figuring out how am I in the world going to make it through tonight's Brewers-Cubs game. I don't know. Hopefully, that's good. That's why I was hoping that this game would kind of move along in the in the second half, but just a lot of stop and go already. Injuries, already 2 injuries. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, it's 3rd and 2 for Air Force. They're at the 33. They need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs. Zarka is under center. Sending a man in motion. Zarka is going to keep it. No, he's going to pitch it out. And he's got some space at the 35. He's at the 40. And I couldn't tell you what just happened. Oh, he broke his tackle at the 50. He's at the 45-40, 35-30, and brought down at the 25. Apparently my TV glitched, so we're going to go ahead and go back to where it was. But at least I got to see the replay there. Check it over at the internet. The internet's fine. That's a big run. And a first down for Air Force. 1st and 10 at the 24. Zarka is under center. Sending a man in motion. Now they're going to change it up. Zarka. It's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's fighting forward, leaning, and brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Congrats on 14 Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know what the heck happened there with the play and the feed. Let me go and just, I don't know if it was the controller that accidentally moved or whatnot, but we're just going to turn that off. 2nd and 6, a ball at the 20. Zarka under center. Changing it up. Zarka hands it off up the middle. This just isn't going to get much as he fights forward for a gain of 2. I believe that was Dylan Carson on the carry. So third and 3. Again, they're inside the red zone. Zarka is under center. They need to get to the 14 for a brand new set of downs. Fakes the pitch. Moving to his right. Heavy pressure. Fires. It is caught at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Zarka just heaving it up. And the tight end makes a great catch. And then just waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow. Fleischman with the catch. Oh, my goodness. The replay fakes the pitch again. Heavy pressure. So I can just chunky it up, and then the tight end makes a great adjustment. And Air Force takes the lead pending the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 28-26 is your score with 10:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Tell you what. If this game is exciting and like this the rest of the way, then I don't care if it ends soon. Hey, I'm cool with a long game. U.S. Air Force commit Liam Zarka would be a Heisman contender had he not been at a military academy. That's an interesting take. I don't know if I agree, but I'll tell you what. First off, thank you for your service there, Jackson Andrews. Yeah, you're definitely a lot more manlier than I am. But 2, I mean, he is pretty good. I will say that. He's definitely a talented player. I don't know about the Heisman, But he's pretty good. He's definitely a special player. So thank you again for your service, sir. Or I guess young man. I don't know. I imagine you're probably around 18, 17. But yeah, thank you for your service again. Thank you for the comment. Again, appreciate you chiming on in. I'll tell you what, though, Zarka is very good. He's definitely a special player for sure. Definitely a special player. But yeah, 28-26 is your score. I mean, that was just again, he was just kind of heavy pressure, just floating up, and they had a great catch by Fleischman, the tight end there. That was pretty interesting. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Checking out some scores from across the nation. Indiana leading Oregon still 13-10 in the third quarter. Texas leading 10-6 over Oklahoma. Like I said, folks, I just had a feeling Texas was going to win today. I'm not saying Texas is good. I'm just kind of saying Oklahoma's not really that team, to be honest with you. So 10-6, but again, plenty of football left to go. Georgia Tech winning 28-14 over Virginia Tech. Notre Dame leading 10-7 over NC State. Iowa State 16, Colorado 14, Penn State 14, Northwestern 13. Nebraska, Maryland 24-24, Wake Forest 25, Oregon State 0, Kansas State 14, TCU 7, Appalachian State 31, Georgia State 0, Marshall 31, Old Dominion 10, Western Michigan 28, Ball State 0, Temple 17, Navy 7, and then Tennessee and Arkansas 17-17. We are back, and again, Air Force taking the lead. Again, UNLV looking really good to start the second half, but Air Force said, you know what, enough of that. Going to go and make this a game again. All right, here is the kickoff. That's going to be fielded in the end zone. He's going to take a knee for a touchback. Just chill. Who y'all got? Well, yeah, you guys can ask with each other. I will not make a pick on who I have winning, as I'm just a broadcaster, folks. I can't show any bias, unless it's a Steelers game, and then I show a lot of hatred towards my own team, because they will stink it up a lot. But I'm happy they win. 1st and 10, Colin Drea in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Looks like he hands it off. This is Thomas trying to break it outside and is pushed out of bounds at the 28. There is a flag down. This may be a face mask on the offense. Let's go Vegas, True Vader. Yep. Face mask on the defense. And that's going to give UNLV a brand new set of downs. So yeah, you could argue face mask for both of them. 2 face masks there. That should have been offsetting, to be honest with you. Thomas grabbed Jones's. They only called Jones. Yeah, I'm sorry, just chill. Yeah, you ain't going to hear it from me. Unless it's a Steelers game. Like I said, you tune in tomorrow for my Steelers-Browns game. I'll be hating on the Steelers all day. 1st and 10 at the 43. Calandria. Play action. Heavy pressure moving to his right. Shovel pass. It's caught by Thomas at the 40. He's at the 45, stumbling at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 6 for Thomas. Again, already 20 points here in the third quarter, and we're just passing the 5-minute mark as far as, how much time has passed. 9:25 and counting. So potentially could be a very exciting second half here. I'm not going to lie, I'm now a little bit more awake. As if you're just tuning in, I'm sleep deprived. I didn't sleep at all last night. Could not. Just unfortunate. 2nd and 4. Calandria in the shotgun. Play action. Fires it down the right side. It is caught. Did he keep his feet in bounds? They're going to say he did. Caught and knocked out of bounds at the 32. The commentator wants to see another look. Oh, yeah, no, there's a bobble. That's going to be an incomplete pass. If they review it anyway, I assume they will. So he initially had it, but then he bobbled it. And we kind of saw this with the Charlotte Army game earlier. Charlotte in a similar situation there. Again, bobbled it. I don't know. Maybe the left hand's still on it. I don't know. That replay review, I'd have to see this. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably going to take a while because this is a close one. This is a close one. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. This is a up-and-coming channel here on YouTube when it comes to sports. It really is. Again, I cover the NFL, college football, and MLB. And again, when it comes to college football, I try to cover games that might not be on your local television. So, again, if you find yourself pulling for a team that normally isn't on TV, I might be covering you sometime soon. Again, this is the second time I've covered each of these teams already. And it looks like the catch is going to be upheld here. So they're going to be at the 30. I'm saying the 33. I thought it was the 32. So UNLV is driving, and I do apologize. I'm sick and sleep deprived. So literally a horrible combination. We're going to make it work regardless, though. 1st and 10 at the 33. Colandrea is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Colandrea hands it off up the middle, trying to find something. He finds a little bit as he's at the 30 and brought down at the 28-yard line. Thomas with a gain of 5. Thomas isn't a bad back. Pretty solid. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Rebels. Again, it's 28-26 here in the third quarter, approaching the 8-minute mark. Colandrea in the shotgun, fakes a pass, now dumps it off to Thomas. Thomas trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think he does. Again, he doesn't really get much there. So third down coming up. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Rebels. They need to get to the 23 for a brand new set of downs. Colandrea is in the pistol. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Colandrea, play action, fires. It is caught. Oh, what a catch. Unbelievable. There were 3 Falcons in the area. Oh, man, and now there's a penalty again. So it's looking like it may be a roughing the passer. It is. Wow. 1st down, UNLV. That's going to be half the distance. What a catch by Lyons. He took a shot there. Geez, I'm again 3 people in the area. That's going to be 1st and goal at the 4. And the Air Force guy just puts a forearm in the head of Colandrea as he is under center. Tight ends in tight. Fullback in the backfield. Hands it off up the middle. This is Thomas fighting forward, and he's brought down at the 2. That's a gain of 2 on the play. 9 carries, 37 yards for Jaden Thomas. Sorry for I live right close to a highway, so there's that as well. We have a lot of cool people, that rev their engines. Second and goal, ball at the 2. Colandrea under center. Hands it off up the middle to Thomas fighting. Oh, and he's not going to get anything. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of pushing and shoving here by Air Force and UNLV. Saw a lot of this in the game earlier today, too, with Charlotte and Army. Just a lot of pushing and shoving. So 3rd and goal, ball at the 2. They tried the same play twice in a row. Didn't work the second time. First play again got 2 yards. Colandrea is under center. Receiver to the right. Tight ends in tight. Colandrea drops back. Firing to the end zone. That is way out of bounds. Incomplete. A lot of contact there, but the throw was way out of bounds, so it's not going to matter. Colandrea is saying, let's go for it. But, again, that was way over the head of the receiver. And Colandrea is not too happy with being pulled here, but, that throw was way off. So this is the smart call here. Going to go for the 3 points here, and it'd just be about a 20-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. UNLV 29, Air Force 28. 5:25 left to go here in the third quarter. We got a good one. We got a great one, actually. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out for this one. Pardon me. Again, I do apologize. Not at 100%. I am sick and sleep deprived. But if you like me at 20%, you'll love me at 100%. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. Again, I love the NFL. I love college football. And, of course, I'm calling a lot of Major League Baseball. In fact, that's going to be the next game I do today. This one is game 2 of a triple header. I did Charlotte and Army earlier today. Of course, I'm doing Air Force and UNLV now. And then the Cubs and the Brewers later tonight. And then tomorrow, if everything goes well, I'm covering 4. If not, I'll cover 3. If I'm still sick tomorrow, I'm going to cut one of them. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. I call games, folks. Again, it's a growing channel. 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks. We're moving up as UNLV is ready to kick things back off to Air Force, and that's going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Also, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible, folks. So don't be a stranger. You got, just want something to say. You want to talk about the game? You want to talk about whatever? Let me know who you're pulling for. Do whatever you want. Have an NFL take that I'll probably disagree with. Feel free to chat down below. It won't bother with me. Won't bother me at all. 1st and 10. Hands it off up the middle. He's just not really getting much. Tell you what, he actually did fight forward there for about a gain of 4, now that I look at it. Talking about Fleischman, who has a nice catch today. Again, that last catch was very nice. Great catch. Second and 6 for Air Force as we're ticking under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ball at the 29. In the shotgun. Hands it off. Down the left side. He's at the 30. He's at the 35 and pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That was Harris on the carry. Nice run and a nice first down for the Falcons. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Falcons. 4:30 and counting here in the third quarter. Zarka in the pistol, sending a man in motion. Zarka, play action, fires. It is caught at the 50. Diving catch by Harris. That was a great throw and a great catch. That's a brand new set of downs for the Falcons. What a throw. What a catch. Wow. I mean, that is a... Geez, yeah, gain of 11, 1st and 10, ball at the 49 of UNLV. Zarka is in the shotgun. Zarka, play action, tosses, it's caught at the 45, he's at the 40. Oh my goodness, the hit stick being made at the 39, but not after a gain of 11. That was Frew on the carry. I say he was short. I don't know how he was short. I mean, he got right there. He literally landed right at there at the line. Again, it's a pretty bad spot. They're going to say he only got 9, 2nd and 1, ball at the 40. And Zarka's going to keep it, and he's got the first down. That's a gain of 3 and a brand new set of downs for the Falcons as the clock continues to run. We're approaching and just passing, actually, the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. 29-28 is your score. UNLV with 16 points here in the third quarter. Air Force with 7, but Air Force, of course, with the ball. And they are driving. 1st and 10 at the 37. Zarka pitches. It's caught. And Harris took a shot there. Jeez, that is a gain of 2. Looks like the Welch, he was the one that tackled him. He's the one that got shaken up. Yeah, Welch is the one that punished Harris, but really, Welch, I guess, punished himself. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 35 of UNLV. In the pistol is Zarka. Zarka. Play action. Fires, and it is caught at the 15. Brought down at the 14. Dawson with the catch. That was a contested catch, folks. That is a great catch and a great first down for the Falcons. 2 catches, 56 yards for Dawson. 1st and 10, ball at the 14. Zarka is under center, sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off up the middle. He's at the 10, the 5, and brought down at the 3. Allen with another carry. 10 carries, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's just too good. Averaging 13 yards a carry. 1st and goal, ball at the 3. Zarka under center. Sending a man in motion. Zarka, it's a pitch to Harris. Harris cuts inside, extending. They're going to say he's down at the 1. Rudolph with the tackle. Tell you what, that was close. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 1. Zarka. The quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got it. He did not. And it'll be 3rd and goal, but I believe they're going to wait till we are in the 4th quarter to decide what will happen here. So, yep, that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. UNLV coming back. Now leading 29-28, but Air Force, of course, with the ball at the UNLV 1-yard line. Defense. Yep. Going to need them to stand tall here. All right, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like College football, if you like MLB, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And that is pretty much it. It's pretty much it. Again, that's pretty much it. I got really nothing else to say other than, definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out. So you're just checking some things here. But yeah, also feel free to chat down below. If they score here, UNLV needs a score and stop. Yep, pretty much. Exactly. It's one of those games where, I don't know if 40 points will be enough. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think 40 points. I think both teams can score 40, really. I think that's been the type of offense that we've seen for both teams. Looking here at the stats, again, both teams are probably Air Force already at 400 yards, UNLV at 389. I mean, it's been just a solid game. It's really picked up here in the second half. I mean, they obviously had some scoring in the first half, but the second half, definitely pretty neat. Think they'll score? They will score. It's just a matter of what they'll score, a touchdown or a field goal. The over and under, I don't know if this is a live over and under, but it says 65.5. That's probably not live because that was probably the over under approach in the game. But folks, again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. That's not what I wanted to do. Again, if you like sports, definitely like and subscribe. I already covered both these teams once before. So, hey, these guys have been featured on the channel twice. Texas up 13-6 on Oklahoma. Oh, man, look at me go. I said Texas would win. They are currently up with by a touchdown, of course. Still plenty of time to go. Indiana up 20-13 on Oregon. Oh, my goodness. I think both Air Force has been pretty strong following through. Yeah, they really have been. Georgia Tech 35, Virginia 14. Notre Dame up 24-7 over NC State. Who won last time? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. When I've already covered last time UNLV played Wyoming, UNLV won. And then I covered Air Force against Boise State, and Boise State won that one. So, UNLV 1-0 when I cover them. Air Force 0-1. 3rd and goal. Ball at the 1. Zarka is under center. He's got fullbacks in the backfield, sending a man in motion. And the quarterback sneak. Did he get there? Oh, I don't think he got it. He did not get it. That's a pretty bad spot. He should be right there at the inch line, but they're going to say he didn't get anywhere. Yeah, that's a horrible spot. I mean, he was pretty much right there next to the white line, just didn't score. They're saying that he didn't get anything. Wow, they're going for it on 4th and goal. Under center is Zarka. Sending a man in motion. Zarka going to keep it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Air Force Falcons. And Air Force reclaims the lead as they now lead 34-29, 14-20 left to go in the 4th quarter. Oh, geez. Definitely feeling it in the voice today. I think for tonight there's no announcer voice, just regular DrDelay speaking for the baseball game. 2-point conversion attempt. Zarka is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Going to keep it himself. And he's not going to get there. Oh, pardon me. Hold on one second, folks. So, we head to another commercial break. They scored but could not get to. 34-29 is your score. Air Force leading with 14:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, I apologize. I am sick. So, my voice is shot. Or it's not shot, but it's becoming shot, and the throat is not cooperating. And I'm sleep deprived. So, again, if you like me when I'm 20%, you'll definitely love me at 100%. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And, again, these teams have already been featured on the channel once before. Again, I can show you if you'd like. Again, last week I covered UNLV and Wyoming, which Wyoming have already covered twice as well. And then at the about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Boise State and Air Force already, again, covered them as well. So make sure to like and subscribe, folks. Again, I try to cover games for college football that aren't necessarily on your local television, folks. That is pretty much the strategy I have. Yeah, hopefully you like that. Hopefully that sounds good to you, and hopefully you subscribe to the channel. Let's see. Think they got in the bag if they're able to stop and get the ball back and score. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, again, we've already had... UNLV scored 16 points in a quarter. I mean, I don't know. I think this game will be coming down to the wire, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't think there'll be anything in the bag. If that makes any sense. And of course, again, folks, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. Again, I do enjoy talking to you guys. I would say 99% of the interactions on here are very, very positive. Again, we're all just sports fans hanging out. Me, of course, I'm calling the game. But yeah, feel free to chat, talk with each other, talk to me, or just talk to yourself, I guess. I mean, do whatever you want to do. Again, just clicking on the video really does help out a lot for this channel. A super thank you, though, if you're able to subscribe to the channel. And again, it's completely free to do so. You won't be charged anything. I'm not sending you a bill. You're not going to subscribe, and then I'm going to run away and never do another stream again. Like, what's the point of that? No, I'll be here. Again, I'm on here 6 days a week. And then some days there's double headers. Today, there's a triple header. Tomorrow, as of now, there's a quadruple header. Wyatt, how's it going? Hey, how is UNLV losing to Air Force? Penalties, and Zarka. I would say Zarka also. You can't just discredit Zarka here, as that's going to be kicked out of the end zone for a touchback. Zarka's been very good, and Allen has taken advantage. Allen's averaging 13 yards a carry. But yeah, a lot of penalties by UNLV. But yeah, Air Force looks very good. They are matching UNLV's offense. Both teams, again, Air Force already over 400 yards. UNLV about to cross that as well. So yeah, UNLV just can't stop them. 1st and 10 in the shotgun is Calandria. 2 receivers to the right, tight ends in tight. Calandria moving to his right, fires. It's caught at the 30. Turns upfield, makes the guy miss at the 33, and spun around at the 34-yard line. That's where he's pushed out of bounds. So 2nd and 2 coming up for the Rebels. Thank you for the comments, Wyatt. Appreciate you, man. 2nd and 2, actually, so they marked him out at the 33. In the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle. This is Thomas dancing, and he's got some space at the 40, 45, and brought down at the 48. That was not Thomas, my bad. That was Lee on the carry. Lee playing mean. Some nice hesitation, looking like Le'Veon Bell there. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Rebels. Again, still plenty of time left to go. 13 minutes. Like I said, I think both these teams can put up over 40. Calandria in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to left. Calandria drops back. Steps up, fires down the left side. Got a guy. Oh, and he drops it. Bradley was there. He had it in his hands, brought it in, but I guess he brought it in over here and just couldn't make the catch. Wow. That was a free 6 points. UNLV can't stop the run. We need UNLV to stop the run and score. Yep, pretty much. Air Force, that's what they do. They run. Hands it off. This is Lee. And, Lee took a big hit there as he only gets a yard. Oh, man, Bradley again just dropping a wide open touchdown pretty much. He catches that a few more yards, and it's pretty much a free 6. All-State contacted me, said you would. Oh, I know, my bad. I'll take care of it. 3rd and 9. I thought I did it. I guess I didn't. 3rd and 9, ball at the 49. They need to get to the 42. Drops back to pass. Heavy pressure. Calandria escaping. Oh, he's going to take off and run. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. 35. 30. Still in bounds at the 20. 10. Touchdown, UNLV. Oh, the fact that he stayed in bounds. Oh, my goodness. Jeez, did he stay in bounds? Oh, if he did, that was amazing. Oh, he did not. He is going to get the first down, though. He's going to be marked down, it looks like, at the 28. Well, that was pretty cool, but it is going to be called back. Jeez, that was pretty cool. That was a good call. Good stuff. Well, looks like that's going to back him up to the 28. Well, we're just going to have to wait here, I guess, for that. Let's go ahead and check out some other stuff happening. Indiana still up 20-13. Oh, my goodness. Texas up 13-6 over Oklahoma. Georgia Tech 35, Virginia Tech 20, Notre Dame 24, NC State 7, Colorado 21, Iowa State 17, Penn State 21, Northwestern 16. Northwestern driving, though. I think most of us are pulling for Northwestern there. Maryland 31, Nebraska 24. What are they reviewing to make sure he stayed in? But yeah, he stepped out. He stepped out. So the touchdown's going to be taken off the board as they show some Chick-fil-A sandwiches on the screen. Jeez, I could go for some Chick-fil-A, folks. But I don't live close to one. That's a bummer. The refs cheating Air Force. No, they're not cheating Air Force. Not cheating Air Force. They just helped Air Force. They've reviewed it. 1st and 10, ball at the 28. Calandria in the shotgun. Checks it down. It's caught at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. The 15. Slung out of bounds at the 13. Who was that? This was Gums. Not familiar with him. Just a tight end. Barkeys Gums on the catch and run. 1st and 10 coming up for the Rebels. Ball at the 13. Calandria. Play action. Fires to the end zone. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. A lot of contact there. Johnson was on the coverage, and I think Johnson's the guilty party. Pass interference, defense, number 2. It's a spot foul, so it'll be at the 2. Yeah, just tugging. Yeah, that's just too obvious. Too obvious. Johnson looking like, what did I do? No, that's not what he's saying. He knew what he did. All right, first and goal at the 2. Calandria is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Hands it off to Lee up the middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, UNLV Rebels, and they once again claim the lead as it's now 35-34 with plenty of time left to go, I may add. 11:26 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's already a 3-hour game. Geez, Leah's 4th rushing touchdown this season. Looks like they're going to go for 2. All right, Calandria's in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Calandria hands it off to Lee up the middle, and he extends. The ball came out, but he got it. And it's now 37-34. UNLV up by a field goal. Back and forth we go. Oh, yeah. This is what we kind of wanted. We wanted a back and forth game. Charlotte and Army earlier was not that. That was not back and forth. That was a pretty unfortunate game, but it is what it is. Air Force not controlling the clock enough. Yeah, that is a good point. Air Force, again, what the whole thing is with the wing, it's not the whole thing, but one of the benefits is of running out of, the wing and doing all this stuff when they're running the ball is that usually, you keep the ball. You control the clock. 37 points allowed means that you're not doing that. Now, again, they're scoring. They are scoring and putting up points. I mean, they have over 400 yards, but the negative is that, well, now you're putting your defense back on the field. And that's usually how it goes. Again, complimentary football, folks. That is a big thing. I know the Steelers and my quarterback got hated on it a lot. Ben. Oh, that guy, he got carried by his defense. No, he's just playing the game, folks, to win. But when Brady does it, Brady's the GOAT. But when Ben does it, no, that guy got carried. That guy got carried. Other way around, they are not counting that at all. Northwestern 22. Oh, wow. Penn State down by 1. Let's go. I think we're all pulling for Northwestern here. Let's see here. What does Northwestern actually call? You said, let's go those Northwestern Wildcats. That's right. I honestly forgot. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, I do the NFL, I cover MLB, and I cover college football. And, of course, for college football, I really try to target specific games that might not receive the same amount of coverage both on your television set and, of course, on here on YouTube. So, yeah, it might be a kind of a backwards compliment there. But, again, it's worked out for, I think, all parties here. As there are sometimes I'm told, like, hey, you're the only one covering us. Thank you very much. And, hey, that's why I do it. And of course, it's beneficial to me if you guys like the content. It exposes me more to other fans of, just fans of sports. And hopefully you like it enough to definitely like and subscribe. So, again, appreciate you guys for giving me a chance to call this game. Just clicking on the live stream really does help a lot. Texas taking the lead. Look at that. I said Texas would win. And they are about to be up 2 scores. I told you. We're going to ignore all the other bold calls I make this week. And I'll focus on the one I got right. That's what everyone else does. We'll do it here today. So, again, UNLV scoring, and they're now up 37-34. Still plenty of time left, though. I want to make that perfectly clear that, even if Air Force does go down, and, UNLV will have another chance most likely. As there is the kickoff, and that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. Showing again the Air Force offense. Owen Allen and Zarka, pretty much the dynamic duo that have put up a lot of points and a lot of yards for Air Force. So 1st and 10 for Air Force at the 25. Zarka is under center. He hands it. No, he's going to keep it on the RPO. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 34-yard line. I should say option because there's no real pass there. Strami sees are doing this in hopes of getting hired by ESPN. It'd be nice, Strami. I actually don't want to work for ESPN, though, actually. No, actually. No, I can't do ESPN. Sorry. Unless I'm just strictly a broadcaster. That'd be pretty cool. Appreciate the kind words. I don't think I'm that good, especially today. Terrible performance by me, this guy. But I am sick and sleep deprived. That is my argument there as Zarka hands it off up the middle, and he's going to cross the 40 and brought down at the 41. That is Owen Allen on the carry. Again, he's had a nice day today. 141 yards on 11 carries. 2 touchdowns as well. I don't know. I think I'd prefer CBS, to be honest. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Zarka sending a man in motion. Zarka moving to his right. Steps up and just heaves it down the field, and that is going to be incomplete. There were 3 Rebels in the area. It's a dangerous pass. We got a scoring update. Indiana up 20-13. He just heaves it down the field, and it's picked off. He's picked off at the 35. He's at the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Oregon has just tied it up. 10:20 to go there in Eugene. 2nd and 10 ball at the 41. Zarka under center. He's going to keep it. He flips it. Oh, nice flip. He's at the 45. He's at the 50. Pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That is Frew with the nice run and a brand new set of downs. Who knows? They may give you a chance to keep going. Oh, I plan on it. Again, thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. I do recognize you. You've been here before. And if you haven't subscribed, well, you've just happened to stumble on my channel multiple times. So again, thank you very much, Strami Seas, for your kind words. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, 99% of the comments are very positive. I really do enjoy interacting with you guys. Hands it off up the middle. He crosses the 45 and brought down at the 43-yard line. That is Allen, and that's honestly a low run for him. It's not really much, 3 yards. Like I said, he's averaging 12 yards a carry. He's just been very, very good today. Zarka doing a good job of deciding when to hand it off and when to keep it. 2nd and 7, ball at the 43. Zarka in the pistol. Zarka hands it off. This is Harris. He's at the 40, fighting forward and slammed down across the first down marker. Brand new set of downs for the Falcons as the clock continues to run. We're approaching the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. First and 10. Ball at the 36. Zarka is under center. Zarka sending a man in motion. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Oh, Allen's got some space at the 20 and brought down at the 15. Oh, pardon me. He's brought down at the 19. I'm sorry. I was ahead of myself there. I apologize. What a run again by Allen. Again, he's just been so good whenever he gets the ball. So efficient. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Falcons. So 1st and 10, ball at the 19-yard line. Zarka in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off up the middle. He's at the 15, fighting forward. He's at the 13. The line still pushing. He's at the 10, and they're going to whistle it dead at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 9. As again, the clock continues to run here, ticking under 8 minutes now. The Air Force Falcons averaging 267 yards a game. And the Falcons today at 359. They are just very, very much dominating the ground game. 2nd and 1. Zarka is under center. Receiver to the left. Of course, they're in the wing, sending a man in motion. Zarka pitches. It's received and caught at the 10. He's at the 5. And that's where he's brought down. And that's going to be 1st and goal for Air Force. Gina, it's good to see you as well. Thank you again for stopping on in. Thank you again for your support and becoming a member. Very much thankful for that. Again, I do apologize. I'm a little bit sick, so you might hear me cough or just stop talking because my throat doesn't want to cooperate. 1st and goal at the 6. Zarka is going to keep it up the middle, and he's diving forward for a gain of about 2, brought down around the 4-yard line. So 2nd and goal coming up for the Falcons. Folks, again, I will be covering another game tonight, despite how everything seems with me. I am, obviously not at 100%, but I'll still be covering Brewers and Cubs. So again, if you're looking for a voice for that one, I got you covered for later tonight. Zarka is under center. Receiver to the right. They are in the wing, sending a man in motion. It's a toss. This is Harris at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Air Force Falcons. And Air Force once again claims the lead with just over 6 minutes to go in this one. Looks like they're going to go ahead and kick the extra point as well. Harris, 11 carries, 45 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 41-37 Air Force with the 4-point lead with 6:09 left to go. We got a great game, folks. Folks, again, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, MLB, and college football, this is the channel for you. This is pretty much what I call. Anything else I do, it's bonus. But as of now, I haven't really done much. I did college basketball in March, but that was, of course, in March. Not any, there's nothing happening now. But yeah, make sure again to do so. Again, join or subscribe and be a part of a growing channel that's seen over 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks. We are a growing channel here on YouTube. So, again, I appreciate you guys just clicking on the live stream, giving me a chance to call this game. But hopefully I've won you over in that. And, again, I am at 25% now. So hopefully that means you'll love me at 100% whenever I'm back and fully healthy. So, again, appreciate it. No worries. Busy day. Was here earlier. Couldn't stay. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Lots of flu going around. Always support. Oh, and thank you, Gina, for your kind words. Congratulations on your 1,400. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Since your voice is rough, does that mean we will not be singing Harry Carey's 7th Take Me Out to the Ball Game? I've never once sang on the channel. And I think I'll keep that going. And that's honestly regardless, David, if I'm sick or not. Yeah. Thank you, though, for that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not much of a singer, And again, thank you very much, Gina. Appreciate it. Checking out some scores from across college football. Again, it's 2020 there in Oregon, Indiana. Driving, they're actually at the Oregon 8. Texas leading 20-6 over Oklahoma. Wow. Georgia Tech 35, Virginia Tech 20, Notre Dame 27, NC State 7, Colorado leading 24-17 over Iowa State. Northwestern still up 22-20 over Penn State. Oh my goodness, what an upset that would be. Penn State pretty much would be eliminated from the college football playoff if they lose one more game. So I think we're all pulling for them here. Let's get some new teams in there. Heck, Indiana, even if they lose this game, they might not drop at all. They might rise in the rankings. I mean, that'd be a quality loss playing Oregon. Very tough. All right, we're back. And again, Air Force ready to kick things off. There is the kickoff, and that is boomed out of the end zone for a touchback. Again, it's 41-37, Air Force leading. But, of course, UNLV will have the ball with about 6 minutes to go. Both offenses have just popped off here in the second half. Of course, Air Force have scored actually less points here in the second half than they have in the first. But I'm telling you, it's just much more efficient in the second half. Of course, UNLV with 24 points in the second half. Much better than their 13 in the first. 1st and 10 for Calandria. He's at the 25. Calandria hands it off up the middle. Lee stutter steps. He's at the 29. He's at the 30. He's at the 35. Bouncing it outside the 40. And pushed out of bounds at the 43. Nice big run there by UNLV. Brand new set of downs. That's a gain of 18 on the carry. Kevon Lead with 6 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown. 1st and 10 as we're approaching the 5.5-minute mark. Calandria, play action. Looking, fires down the right side. It's intercepted, but he's stepped out of bounds. And there's a flag. Oh, Johnson slams the ball down. And the ref is going to tack on 15. That was way out of bounds. Wow, that is kind of weak. Wow. Well, that's a 15-yard penalty. Calhoun letting him know about, again, to me that's weak. He spikes the ball. I think it was more in frustration. Jeez, that's a huge call. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Calandria in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. Calandria hands it off. This is Thomas up the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. Oh, he's still moving his feet as he's brought down at the 31. But there is another flag. I mean, geez, A nice run, but again, I think that's coming back. Holding on the offense. That'll back him up 10, and looks like we have an update again. Texas, a punt return with 10 minutes to go, giving Texas a 20-6 lead with only 4:48 left to go. Texas got to knock off Oklahoma. Texas will now be ranked because of this victory, which is going to be insane. They're not good. 1st and 20 in the shotgun is Calandria. Hands it off. This is Thomas. Oh, nice stiff arm at the 40. It's at the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, UNLV Rebels. What in the world? I thought he was just going to go down. Air Force, it was just an entourage of Falcons right beside him. He just wouldn't get tackled. No one could touch him. They're all right there beside him. Number 2 is trying to punch the ball out, and he just failed miserably 4 times. What in the world? Trying to punch the ball out. That didn't work. So now they're going to check over to see if he stayed in bounds. Wow, what a terrible decision by Johnson. I mean, he's just trying to punch the ball out. Trying to do it for about 10 yards. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. Unbelievable. Leah loves it. Andreas is laughing it up. UNLV 44, Air Force 41 with about 4:55 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable stuff. Johnson just would not tackle him. He just wanted to punch the ball out. He was punching and he missed. He was really missing. He was hitting the guy in the elbow. I was hitting Thomas in the elbow. Folks, I will step away. Give me about a minute. I'll be back. Don't worry. Give me a Okay, we're back. My bad. Okay, they have 1st and 10 at the 25. Looks like it was a touchback. That's pretty much what's been happening anyway. Zarka hands it off. No, he's going to keep it up the middle. Oh, and he took a big shot there at the 29, so it's a gain of 4. My bad. My bad, folks. Have either team punted the ball? I think we did at the first half. Did we lose signal? No, you didn't lose signal. I just had a... Yeah, I had to step away for like a minute. 2nd and 6 ball at the 29. Zarka is in the pistol. Zarka, play action, steps up, fires, and it is caught at the 45. Immediately pushed out of bounds, but Harris will have the first down. Nice little out route there by Harris. Good throw. So 1st and 10 as we're approaching the 4-minute mark here. Ball at the 46. Air Force is driving. Air Force. Zarka is going to keep it up the middle, and he crosses the 50, and he's brought down at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 5. So looking at it right now, I mean, of course, Air Force can kick a field goal. I don't really know much about their kicker. But I don't know. I'm thinking they're thinking win. 2nd and 5. Zarka is under center. Zarka is going to keep it. Now he pitches it to Harris. Oh, what a nice catch by Harris. That was dangerous. He loses a yard, but if Harris didn't make that nice catch, that would have been a fumble. Oh, my goodness. That was a great catch by Harris because that was a bad pitch by Zarka. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 49. They need to get to the 44 for a brand new set of downs. Zarka is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. 2 tight ends in tight. Sending a man in motion. Zarka is going to keep it. Play action. Fires. The throw was just underthrown. Incomplete. Zarka missed him. He was wide open. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Zarka had it. Harris slamming his hand into the turf again. It wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. The throw was just not there. 4th and 5. They need to get to the 44. They're at the 49. Zarka. Play action. Fires. It's caught at the 42. And he's got a first down at the 40. 35 brought down at the 34-yard line. Of course, that is a brand new set of downs for Air Force. UNLV, the fakest undefeated team I've seen. What is this? Well, again, it happens, man. It's college football, 41 Air Force. Yeah, 41. Air Force has 41. 1st and 10. Zarka is under center. Zarka hands it off up the middle. He's at the 30, fighting forward. He's still moving his feet. A bunch of Rebels all over him. Brought down eventually as they stop play there. So that's the 2-minute warning. It's going to be 2nd and 3 at the UNLV 27 whenever we do come back. What a game. 44-41 is your score. All right, folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out, letting me call this game for you. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, or MLB, this is a growing channel. Over 1,000 subs in the last 9 weeks, just doing play-by-play. So, again, make sure to subscribe before you go today. Again, this is actually my second time covering both Air Force and UNLV. So, again, these teams have already been featured on the channel. So you never know what the future may hold, in future Saturdays from now. And even during the week, again, because, college football is now starting up pretty much every single day. Leah can't believe, OMG. UNLV may lead to let Air Force score. Yeah, that's a strategy for sure. I could see it. I don't know. I don't think they will, to be honest. Leah wants them to hold the line. Dan Mullen defense is deplorable. Let's go, Rebels. Need a turnover. Yeah, it's a lot of UNLV support in the chat. Again, appreciate you guys for letting me call this game. Again, I know there's other streams out there, so hopefully, I'm doing a decent enough job to where you can subscribe to the channel. Again, it's free to subscribe, folks. I promise. And, of course, later tonight in about an hour, I got the Cubs and the Brewers. So I'll be doing that baseball game tonight, as I've covered every single game in that series. And, of course, tomorrow, if my health holds, because I'm sick and sleep deprived, believe it or not, I have 4 games, and I might cut away one of them if, again, I'm still continuing to have some issues. But I can guarantee you Broncos, Jets, and Browns, Steelers. And again, I would just take off either one of the Bengals, Packers, Lions, Chiefs. But as of now, though, that is happening. So again, subscribe to the channel because it is a sports channel. We're all sports fans, right? I'm assuming we are. Let's see here. Hold that line. I need the Air Force money line. Lil Mel's got Air Force. Too close to the line with no time. They got to hold it. Fresno State fan here. Horrible night yesterday. Yeah. Sorry, man. That was a tough loss. 13-0. UNLV might not get a bit. I don't know about that, Jalen. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Leah's got. Okay, your big brother's on the team, number 77. Okay, I gotcha. Whatever happened to the Fresno State game? Yeah. Again, Jalen. I mean, it's college football, man. Anything could happen. That's what's beautiful about college football, just sports in general. You never know. 2nd and 3. Zarka hands it off up the middle. This is Allen at the 20. 15 brought down at the 13. Allen gets them inside the red zone. But yeah, I did not expect that one, Jalen. That was kind of a shocker last night. So 1st and 10 as the clock will start running now. It's about 1:50 and counting. Zarka is under center, receiver to the right. They're in the wing. Sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off up the middle. Oh, he got tripped up. That's a gain of 2, and there might be a timeout, I think. I think that's UNLV. Yep, UNLV calling a timeout with 1:30 left. Again, 2nd and 8 at the 12 of UNLV. Air Force has no passing game. I mean, to be honest with you, it's better than, the other academies of Army and Navy. I'll be honest. Maybe not Navy. Navy has Horvath's not too bad. Leah loving it. It's sad they just run every play. Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do. And these guys aren't athletes. I mean, they are athletes, but, they're not like, they didn't go to school for football, So this is how you do it. This is how you minimize the difference on the field is running the ball, shortening the game. That's why they like running it. That's why, being a Steelers fan, it's been rough. Obviously we haven't really had the skill on offense. So what do the Steelers do? They like to try to bleed the clock. Now, of course, not as much with Rodgers, but I'm just saying, like, that's what bad teams will do. Or not bad, I don't want to say bad teams, but teams that aren't as skilled, they'll try to run it and keep the game shorter. It gives you a better chance to win. 2nd and 8, ball at the 12. Zarka keeping it, and it was a mistake as he can only get a yard. And now it's 3rd and 7. UNLV going ahead and taking their second timeout, so 1:24 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Air Force could honestly compete and almost win every. Oh, yeah, I completely agree. They can't even score. Again, we'll see. Delay who and RC, I can't answer that, man. You know it. I can't. I'm a broadcaster. You don't want to know my opinion on things. Unless it's the Steelers game. Then again, I'll just tell you that the Steelers are going to barely win tomorrow. Maybe. I hope that's the case. Throw the ball. We'll see. I don't know. Again, they really, only throw it when the defense is expecting run. They're scared to throw. I mean, it's not. I don't know if they're scared. Again, it's just that it's not part of who they are. Let's go, Bo. 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 4 for a brand new set of downs. Zarka is in the shotgun. Zarka hands it off to Harris, and Harris trying to get to the outside, and he can't. Oh, but there's multiple flags coming in. Oh, this is a face mask, and I think it is. That could be huge. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it may be I think it's going to be a face mask. Personal foul, face mask. It's on UNLV. That's going to be half the distance and an automatic first down. CR7. OU lost. Oregon losing. Yeah, so FSU is not going to be ranked ever again. They're done. That was a fluke against Alabama. Oklahoma lost. Yep. I actually called the upset there. Oregon losing. I can't believe that one either. Looks like UNLV might hold on here. I don't know. We'll see. David pulling for number 77. I believe that's Leah's brother, if I recall. 1st and goal. Zarka hands the ball off, but now they're going to blow it dead. I'm not too sure what happened. There's a flag now. What'd you bet them? I don't know. James Franklin loses the keys. Yep, probably. He's done. He does have a $50 million buyout, apparently, so that's probably a problem. Man, you guys are pretty crazy in the chat. Appreciate you guys, man. You guys are funny. You guys are awesome. All right, so again, there's a flag. Don't really know the call yet. Oh, false start on Air Force. Now it makes it 1st and goal at the 9. Oh, it's your son. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I already forgot. What's up? Hey, how's it going? What's up? Love our reason for living. How's it going? 1st and goal at the 9. Zarka's in the shotgun. Zarka's going to keep it up the middle. He's at the 5, and he extends. He's in. Touchdown, Air Force Falcons. And it's now 47-44. Air Force has taken the lead with 1:13 left to go. Oh, my goodness. Zarka just keeping it. Again, they had two people to his right. They were thinking, oh, it's going to be the option. No, sir. Well, it was the option. He decided to keep it. He kept it. And now this could be huge, as the extra point would pretty much ensure that we would not go to overtime, which is good for me so I can rest up before this Brewers-Cubs game. $50 million. Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. Where's Justin Flo? Justin Flo? I'm a little lost there. My bad, man. I'm lost here. Gators might not be able to beat A&M. I'm hoping, if you're talking about Texas A&M, I hope A&M loses. You lost 150 on Iowa State. Oh, man. Hold that line. They didn't hold it there. So they're actually reviewing to see if he got in. And yeah, I think he got in, personally. If anything, there was a horse collar that wasn't called. But, I mean, obviously they can't review that. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, that like button, very much helpful to small channels like mine. And it is a touchdown. It is official. One and only, can't believe it. Bro. Leah, not happy. But yes, liking and subscribing, of course. Again, subscribing. Again, if you're a sports fan, you're subscribing. Again, a lot of sports fans have subscribed in the last 9 weeks. Again, I do NFL, college football, and, of course, MLB. So make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. It's a growing channel. I'm not kidding. We are growing and growing fast. There's the snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. And now it's 48-44 with 1:13 left to go. UNLV needs a touchdown. And it's pretty much over, if not. Let's see here. UNLV lock in. Well, they got to lock in for this last drive. Yep. Bud, good to see you as always. Thank you again for stopping by. Justin Flo is a UNLV transfer. Oh, I think I remember. I remember hearing about him. Yes. There goes your parlay. This guy, Clark. Why is Superman betting on? What in the world's? I guess the reporter salary is just not happening. Sicklefoos going for Air Force. This guy, Thunder. Okay, yeah, I see you. See you there, Jesus King. Yes, sir. UNLV only has 2. I think they only have 1. Actually, I think that is incorrect. How to ruin so many parlays. Yep, Oregon lost. Wow, really? That's crazy. Indiana. Well, there goes my Oregon as the second best team in the country take. Now Indiana might be top 5. I mean, with Oregon Oklahoma lost. So, yeah, Indiana's going to be in the top 5. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, Thunder, I know you're RFK. 47-44, yep, Johnny, it's crazy. Oregon picked off, wow. Only 10? Well, hey, that's fine. You had a bad feeling about Oregon? I don't know. I thought Oregon was about to mop the floor with Indiana, but maybe Indiana's for real this year. I mean, they were good last year. It was just a really unfortunate. I mean, I think Indiana losing Notre Dame was kind of overblown because everybody that was an away team in the opening round got blown out. So I think that was not fair. You're not RFK? I don't know. I feel like you're the same person. Signetti Coach of the Year? I mean, he's really good. It's really good. I'm just saying, Thunder, if Butterfly comes in and sees you, you're probably gone forever. All right, there is the kickoff. And that's going to be booted out of the end zone. So, again, UNLV, they find themselves down 4 with 1:13 left to go. We're both undefeated. 47 to Air Force doesn't seem real. No, hey, 47. I mean, Air Force isn't. I mean, that's. I don't know. I was looking at their scores. They aren't too bad. They just kept on allowing a lot of points. But their offense actually wasn't too bad. Your friend is an Air Force officer going to laugh at me? Yeah. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Colandrea drops back. Going to swing it out. It's caught by Thomas. Thomas running out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Again, this clock will stop at 1:08, by the way. So, again, UNLV still has the advantage. I mean, well, at least they have time. They still have plenty of time. I shouldn't say advantage. They have the time. Colandrea drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 50, 45, and runs out of bounds at the 42. That is a big play and a big first down for UNLV. Yeah, that was very clutch indeed. That was Reynolds on the catch. 1st and 10 at the 42. Colandrea drops back. It's going to swing it out. It's caught by Thomas. Thomas is at the 40. He's at the 35. Stays about at the 30. Walks out of bounds at the 27. Navy just tied it. Really? You will play Louisville next one. Oh, yeah. Pulling for Louisville for a change. Need a Hail Mary? Well, no, they still got time. Keep it going. Yeah, no, they're looking good. 1st and 10 at the 28. Colandrea drops back. Steps up, and, oh, that was a mistake. He only gets a yard there. The clock is going to continue to run. Sorry about that, folks. And it looks like that's going to be, I want to say that's UNLV's last timeout. Yeah, that is. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up. I just got 1.4. I'm telling you, hey, dude, we're growing. This is a growing channel. So I'm telling you, folks, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe. We are a growing channel. This is a growing channel, folks. Patrick Mahomes, yeah. Chris Collinsworth would be going crazy. Louisville. Air Force might be the worst pass defense in all. I mean, yeah, they're not good on defense. I can tell you that. Both these teams lacking today on defense. You just put your house on it? Okay, big smoke. That is crazy. You definitely want all the smoke there. Got some yards to move that ball. Yep. It's horrible to watch. Yeah, the defense not too good. How much time left? About 50 seconds. 50 seconds left, Clark. How many yards? He has 352. 352. It's Louisville. Yeah, it's dumb. Louisville. 2nd and 10, ball at the 28. Colandrea in the shotgun. Moving to his right. Fires. It's caught at the 20. And steps out of bounds at the 19. So it looks like he's going to be short of the line again. They needed to get to the 18 there. So 3rd and 1. They need to get to the 18 for a brand new send it down. So again, it's 3rd and 1. Colandrea drops back. And he's going to take off and run. And he's going to get the first down. He's at the 15. Oh, he's at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, UNLV. And that may do it. Colandrea taking off and scores a 19-yard run. And now it's 50-48 with 36 seconds left to go. Sunset, please, UNLV. Well, you got it. C. Wilson, find a way. They found a way. Air Force, I know. It's unbelievable. There's the kick. It is up. It is good. Patrick Mahomes, yep. Oh, Colandrea, he kind of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, that's pretty much what Collinsworth will be saying right now. The Rebels, yep, the Rebels have just taken the lead. They now lead 51-48 because the extra point was good. Air Force will have about 36 seconds left to go. Pretty light comeback. How many turnovers? Oh, timeouts. They have all three, Alvaro. Air Force scores 40 on you guys are not going to. I don't know if UNLV is thinking natty, Kevin. I'm sure they'd be happy if they got to the playoff. All right, again, we'll see. Again, 37 seconds. Air Force with all three timeouts. 51-51. I could see that. Yep. Then we're going to throw the ball. I mean, they'll probably throw it here. They still got a field goal? Yeah, no, definitely. Why are you betting on Air Force? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, whatever you guys do is what you guys do. Again, appreciate you guys so much. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what you're listening to today. Again, I am sleep-deprived and sick, so this is definitely not me at 100%, but hopefully you like it, and definitely subscribe anyway. There is the kickoff. Fair catch signal made. That's going to go out of bounds. So Air Force will have to get themselves into field goal range. They'll have 36 seconds to do so, or, hey, maybe they go for the win. Lou Lewis, that's right, UNLV. Oh, for your sake, Doctor, we go into overtime. I know. Again, I got a game in 50 minutes that I got to cover. I haven't eaten at all today as well. So let's go. Let's go me. Zarka is in the shotgun. Zarka drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is way over the head of the receiver, incomplete. Pass intended for Harris. Wait, did Oregon go back and tie it? No way. There's no way, Kevin. You're kidding. Oh, you're lying. All right, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 25. Zarka drops back, fires. It is caught at the 36. Harris with the catch. You like this video? You can too. Thank you. You're a legend, man. Me, Max, you're a legend, man. Appreciate you. 1st and 10, ball at the 36. Zarka in the shotgun. Zarka, he's going to take off and run. That's an interesting decision. He's at the 40 and brought down at the 45. I don't know what in the world that was. That was not a wise decision. All that time off the clock for 9 yards. And now Air Force going to have to use their first timeout. Saw contrary. Thank you, Clark. I appreciate you, man. 3rd and 20. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was misled. I got bamboozled there. Who was that? Spreading fake news in the chat. Kevin, I can't believe you. I thought we were cool. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe, folks. Subscribing and liking definitely helps out this little channel. It's M3. Oh, okay. My bad. M3. My bad. All right, 2nd and 1. They're at their own 45. The target line for the field goal is the 34. Zarka moving to his right. And he's going to chunk it, and it's caught! It's caught at the 30! And he's slammed down. And Air Force is going to call a timeout with 7 seconds remaining. They are in field goal range. Unbelievable. Wow. What a throw. What a catch. This is unbelievable, folks. Again, they're at the 32. This would be about a 50-yard attempt. Jesus is King. Yes, sir. Bro, I know. I can't believe it either. They have 7 seconds. They do have a timeout left. I mean, they, in theory, could get a little bit closer. I don't know if they really push it. Where's the defense? They weren't covering that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the Air Force kicker. Looks like they're going to try to go, trying to get a little closer here because they're bringing out Zarka again. With how this game's going, yeah, it would be a wild to miss there, Brian. What a comeback. Yeah. 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Zarka in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Zarka, he's going to keep it himself. Just trying to get closer. He's at the 25 and brought out of bounds at the 23. And again, I imagine they're going to call a timeout. So, geez, when I needed the game to end. Hey, it's okay. We'll go ahead and keep on going. So he was tackled at the 23. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Again, there's a timeout, Air Force. Wow. You know, with my technician now, he owes me. Oh, my goodness. No, his quarterback dive pretty much there, Wilson. I don't know how you guys do it with all these commercials. Jeez, go Falcons. Come on, UNLV. Kicker is trash. Oh, jeez. He could barely make 35. Well, hey, it's 41, you know. It might go in. Please, Navy, need that 5. Jeez, Again, appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to leave a like, and, of course, subscribe to the channel, folks. It is a growing sports channel. If you think I'm doing decent, I'm telling you, this is a growing channel. This is a 40-yard attempt for the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is no good. He shanked it. He shanked it. And UNLV holds on to win 51-48. He shanked it. Wide right. That is your final score. UNLV moves to 6-0. Air Force drops to 1-5. Yep, no, you guys said so. Yeah, with the way the game went. Yeah, with the way the game went, you guys were correct. Wow. Miami Hurricanes. Where's that coming in? I don't know about Miami there. Trees. I don't know about Miami. You just won 5. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations to all of you guys for, that picked UNLV, of course, that had the bets or whatnot. For those of you that did not, I'm sorry. That is unfortunate. But again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe if you're a sports fan. Definitely subscribe because, again, this is a sports channel, folks. And just a reminder, I'll be going on live. If you're interested in baseball, I'll be doing that Cubs and Brewers game in about 45 minutes from now. Of course, tomorrow, I have a huge slate of games. Broncos, Jets, Browns, Steelers, Bengals, Packers, Lions, Chiefs. If I am still sick, though, I am taking one of those off, but I can guarantee you I'm doing the first 2 games for sure. That's going to do it. You guys all have a great rest of your night. Again, make sure to like and subscribe, folks. Definitely helps out small channels like mine, but we won't be small for much longer. We are rising and growing. You guys all have a great rest of your night. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time right here on DrDelay. I call games, folks. Peace.